walked in. Because my mom, I thought she was out getting margaritas because she texted me and said, I'm going to get margaritas. And I was like, all right. But then she just walked into my room. Hello. I almost died from shock, thinking some random person is walking into my room, and or my dog learned how to open the door. Either one would be impressive.
That happened to me. When I was still living at my parents' place. I was there by myself. No one was there. I was literally watching ghost shows, like Ghost Adventures and Taps and stuff like that. And I was there by myself, and I was sitting there, and I heard a noise in the kitchen. I looked, whatever, I was imagining it or something was just tipped over. But then I hear something else shovel, and I'm like, the hell? I kind of tilt my head over, and I see something move into the pantry that's right around the corner, and I'm like, okay, there's actually somebody here. And I started to freak out, and I got up, and I actually yelled out, like, hey, who's here? And my friend walks around the corner. I left the garage door open. He came over to see if I was home. He decided to sneak in and scare the shit out of me, and I guess it worked.
Yeah, I had a couple friends do that to me when I was home alone from school once. They never did it again.
Cats, so weird noises don't bother me because they're always doing something.
I set my dog on them, so.
I mean, that works.
Yeah.
I mean, not for me because my dog eats everyone.
Of course, yeah.
But my mom's dog eats everyone, so I could do that, I guess.
Well, my dog at the time hated everyone until you bribed him with bread, right? Except my friends all already bribed him with bread, so when I brought him out, he just went and found them.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, that was not effective.
All right, Ant.
Posting it now. Here we go. All right, I'm sending it out to all the channels.
What's that pasting?
There it is. I couldn't find it in that channel or that server.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave this.
Yeah, you're channeling your J.J. Abrams. Their lens flares.
I don't know what that.
I'm gonna be AFK for just a moment, but I'll still be listening. Not like you need me anyway.
I saw a TikTok earlier about how, the TikTok was about how this person sleeps naked and why it's a good thing because during the 2016 clown epidemic. You remember that time, right?
They got laid by
yeah, totally. Yeah, I was so paid attention. Oh wait, no, I do remember that. I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
That was a weird time.
In their house, middle of the night, got up, and when they looked out their patio doors, they just saw a clown standing there, and they were also standing there just butt-ass naked, looking at each other. And now the thing is, the moral of the story isn't you should sleep naked, because they also went back to their room and grabbed an unsheathed sword and then started chasing
That is the
going
best
towards
reaction.
the clown. And the clown ran off. And they're like, that's why you should always sleep naked. I'm like, that's why you should have a sword. But I guess both the combination works, you know? Like if you're naked and have a sword,
Oh, yeah.
that's more scary than a clown. Just like standing on your porch. So yeah, there you go.
What a way to start this stream.
Credit to that TikToker.
Intimidating
great
clowns
story.
with your bare genitals.
Yeah,
swords.
you know? Yeah, it's the best way to go about it, actually.
2 types of swords. Sometimes.
Ah,
For some people.
Listen, bro, you might be scary, but I'm naked. Do you really want to? Do you
There was-
really want to try and break in?
I'm going to say that for Kale.
Listen, bro, you might be scary, but I'm naked.
Say that for Kale.
there was some great videos out there of a dude that would he would intentionally try to start a fight with somebody, and when they would actually go to try to fight him, he'd rip off all of his clothes, and he would just be in this like banana hammock and like suit, like it was. Yeah, and like chase after them because they'd immediately start to run. Like, what the fuck?
To be fair, that is kind of intimidating. If he's not afraid to fight you in naked, then what kind of crazy things will he do?
I mean, it's probably, you know, for the best mobility.
Yeah, exactly.
That too.
You know, you don't want to be restricted by what you're wearing
No,
during
you
a fight.
gotta, you gotta fight for your life, man. You gotta be at your best.
You have to have a full range of motion. Nothing slowing you down.
V, I haven't heard your voice in a bit. Let me just double check that your voice is good on stream.
Okay.
Talk a little bit more.
Really? I'm talking stuff.
Other than the slow camera, I think it's good. Do you have?
Yeah, we'll just have to have some patience, and because obviously there's a disconnect between when people start talking, so we just have to be patient and trying to talk over each other as best as possible. It's inevitable, unfortunately.
2 people who have cameras turned off for personal reasons, one whose camera is being problematic.
They're not here for our gorgeous faces anyways.
No, they're here for our characters, for sure. And
I disagree. I am fairly
What?
certain that most of the people here are for my glorious face.
And your camera's not even on. That's a bummer for them.
that's okay, he's got his little icon thing there.
You're losing us views, man. Come on.
I'm sorry, I can't be on camera. I'm topless right now.
See, that's more reason for you to be on camera.
There you go.
Alright,
Yeah, turn that
I'm changing
camera
it to hot tub stream.
on. Also, my hair is like getting long enough to start being curly again, and it's very annoying.
Just on the edges.
Well, like you can see it in the back where I didn't like lay it flat. Like it's just
it's called
straight up.
It's
and
called
go-
a ducktail.
Yeah, it's like it just stands straight up if I don't do anything else because it's trying its hardest to curl on me, but it's like I'm a little too short for my curl
Sucks
pattern
in my head
anyways.
now.
Oh, it just looks not great.
I heard the stupidest joke the other day. I love it at the same time. Why do ducks have feathers?
Oh my gosh. You're quoting Hank Green?
Hey, can you please finish the joke though for people who?
To cover their butt quacks.
Oh God.
All right, it was great being part of this campaign, but farewell, everyone.
Oh, come on. Like, you're not
Everyone
used to
takes
those.
12d12 psychic damage.
Like, you're not used to those in Shy Lost Confused. The Lost and Confused. The Lost and Found is the name of the server that I'm trying to say. We have a person who, like, posts puns almost every few hours.
Every morning for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I have so many of them. So I got one the other day. And give me shit if this is offensive. My radar might be a little off, but I thought it was quite funny. How does, and you probably have seen this as well, Tori, but how does a non-binary samurai kill people? They/them.
Ha! I get it. I think it's just nice
I
that they
think-
have jokes that don't that we can get non-binary jokes out there. Actually,
It's just, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's offensive at all. It's just funny.
no, doesn't say anything bad.
Nah.
I'm really loving.
No, I
it.
think it's actually fun.
It's a good one, yeah. The TikToks are like, I'm, where it's like he, not him, and then it like shows someone else, you know. It's- so the gold, some of the ones I've seen.
Alright, I'm done with all the checkups and stuff like that.
Cause I'll never be him.
I'll never be him. And it's like Jack Black from Nacho Libre.
Yeah.
Gonna be my next D&D character.
Jack Black or his character from Nacho Libre?
Nacho
Both.
Libre.
Both.
But with the vocal range of Jack Black.
Because Jack Black is quite the character. Well, yeah. I think once V gets back, we should be pretty good.
Oh, bit of an announcement. The Sparrowbell session mini campaign that I'll be playing in is starting on September 1st. We'll be doing bi-weekly, as far as I understand, every 2 weeks. Here's a link for anyone interested. It'll be every other week on Wednesday.
I'm not streaming it, but I'm starting a Cyberpunk Red campaign at some point in the near future.
Nice. All right. Are we
Tomorrow,
ready?
my other D&D character might punch a reporter, so it all works out, you know?
Oh yeah, we still have to deal with that, don't we?
Yeah, we.
We're gonna do that tomorrow, huh?
Yep.
All right. So, to recap, you guys had delved back down into the laboratory and discovered some left behind security measures. Some horrific scenes of mutilated, piled up bodies that you're assuming were the villagers that have gone missing from this the abandoned village up top. You found lab equipment, alchemist supplies, books that talk about odd theories about all sorts of different types of things. You don't quite understand a lot of it, but you collected it and kind of moved on. Took some time to solve the puzzle, I guess, of the ever-heated chest and how to open it without hurting yourselves. So that was entertaining. And once you did, you decided to go back up out of the well to take a break. And when you did, your ally Air showed back up with a bit of a aggressive entrance, we'll say.
Retribution.
And but after that, things were mitigated, and everyone was able to kind of calm back down. And after that, everyone but Kale and Lyslin headed back down to the laboratory since Air was able to get the chest open, which inside was a key. When you went to the door and unlocked it, it led to an odd-looking room with 3 portraits one of a gallant knight, one of a battlefield, and one of a couple holding a baby, and a table in the middle with a strange mirror that seemed to follow whoever was in the room, but all at once. So everyone looked like they were in the perspective, the center of the mirror themselves, even if multiple people were in the room. Moving around, Shioryn ended up kind of figuring it out by placing herself in front of the paintings, and saw that in the mirror the paintings were different, and they showed the gallant knight having been defeated, they showed the battlefield full of bodies, and they showed the couple changed to just the woman holding in a veil and holding an empty swaddle in her arms, and the writing on the mirror itself had a saying on it that seemed to kind of materialize, that said the true meaning of life. And when Shioryn spoke the word death, the mirror seemed to activate. And what you were presented with is another laboratory, in a lot better condition than this one, with a strange robed figure. When it turned, the face was obscured mostly by a hood, and you could see there was a bit of a masculine feature to the jaw, but when it spoke, the voice was feminine, it seemed, and it asks, "Who are all of you?"
Or they answer, because I'm still not in the room. What is my shadow friend? How does he react to this? Any reaction? No.
So you kind of look towards him, and for the first time in a bit, you do actually see him not looking at you.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
Oh boy.
He's looking at the mirror, at the person.
Yes.
So Shioryn's kind of like, just like looks like, I don't even know what I just did. That's the look on her face.
The person speaks again, but this time instead of a feminine, it's a low gravelly. "I see someone has found their way into my old laboratory."
We were just exploring.
You would have to do more than explore to get into the room that you're in.
We're good
That's
at
a nice
exploring.
day outside today, isn't it?
Sorry, that was a little too low for me to hear.
Okay, so it's me,
Eric, what a good time for you to pop in, since you're the one that called dibs on this room.
me, Violet, Merrick, and Air. Air is outside the door.
Yeah.
Can the others see this person too?
Mm-hmm. Well, Air. And Violet, did you go in the room, or are you out on the outside with Air?
I think she went in.
No, I went in the room, but I'm like very slowly hovering backwards towards the door. Like super slowly. I'm trying to make noise.
It's like you're trying to sneak back, but it's a very odd situation, because like as you're looking, you're still in the center of the perception of the mirror. Like it's not seeing yourself, but as you're moving back, the mirror is slowly moving with you, even though to everyone else's perspective, it's staying on them. And the person in the mirror kind of walks forward very slowly, casually, and just kind of is kind of like turning their head kind of in multiple directions. "I am not familiar with any of you."
Well, I don't think we've met.
This is all a mirage. We are dead.
You with the wings in the back.
Which one?
I do not tell a lie because
And
that's true.
she
Who knows?
points, and
There's
like
two of us.
Violet, for a second, you think like maybe it's talking to you, but she's kind of pointing back, and
This little dry heave, like.
the one with the shining colors.
Hello.
What is your name?
I can't remember. Again, dead. I lost all my memories. Era's not laughing, but I am. Sorry.
This is
She's a good liar.
fortuitous. I was not expecting this day to come as soon as it did. You see the kind of head kind of tilt off to the side as if they're pondering something. I expected it to take longer. But I guess it is now. Things must move forward then. But please, tell me, what is your name? All of you. I'm quite fascinated.
Shioryn's.
No,
Shioryn's.
no, don't.
Again, I'm so sorry. We all died and lost all of our memories. So none of us know our names. It is such a tragedy.
It kind of turns around, walks away, grabs a book off of the table, large looking book about this thick.
As it turns around, I'm like signaling to them. I'm like,
and kind of opens it up, and the book itself, as you can see, as it kind of turns around, it is a large, immensely embossed book with gold, large runes and filigree and bindings, and this thing looks elegant as hell. And the pages are this kind of like dark yellow, and when the person opens it up and kind of flips through it, you can just barely see little bits and pieces of what's on the page, and it looks like it is heavily illustrated on top of very fine, very flowing script. And the person kind of flips through it a little bit and says, "Are you all recently from Shioryn?"
never heard of the place.
Make a deception check.
All right. This better be good or I'll be pissed. All right. Where's my character sheet at?
So this person just has the Book of Kells then.
Oh, okay.
At least it's not the Book of
Deception.
Kales. So
I mean, it's not bad. That's a 19.
She kind of like the person's kind of like looks in other people's in other directions. It's still of an odd sensation, but then I understand your reluctance, but there really is no need to lie.
I do have a question. Is the voice coming from the same person?
Sounds like
both
it.
Voices? Okay.
Yeah. Well, and it seems to be multiple voices. Every time the person speaks, it's changing affectations, tones, masculine, feminine, childish. It's not staying the same every time the
That's
person
even
talks.
worse. That's even worse. Okay.
And the kind of looks down at the book again, looks back up, and it seems to address you, Shioryn, as it says, "You seem to have come from the ocean, correct? There is a kingdom of your people down there."
That that makes her like her eyes widen a bit and nod slowly. She definitely does not like what she's seeing. She does not feel good about this.
You're looking for someone, aren't you? You see this smile kind of creep across its face.
How are you? Are you reading me somehow?
I am not that powerful. No. But I have my informations. And this is fascinating. Forgive me. I was not ready for this. I was not prepared. I should have been more prepared for more questions too. But please don't let me disturb you. You have places to be, people to interact with. Just know we will be meeting soon. And what a joyous occasion it shall be. All of you are very special. And I am so excited to see where you take things. Oh. What were you going to say?
If I'm
No. Oh, sorry. I
What?
just had a thought
What?
that nobody else will know about, but I know. All right.
What were you doing here? What experiments?
See another smile cross their face. Did you come across some of my past experiments?
I found bodies. We found bodies.
Were none of them alive?
Not
Oh, so-
anymore.
We ran into two monsters, and
I know. I remember that part.
Yeah.
That's why I
Okay.
said not anymore instead of no.
Ah, so you've disposed of them, I guess. Well, then they weren't as... They were failures, as I expected. Weren't they magnificent, though? They're nothing of what the true
Nah, that
final
shit was
product...
pro.
They're nothing
were-
that the true product is going to be like. I can promise you, it will be a far better quality.
They were disturbing.
I guess in a way, yes, you could describe them as disturbing. But they had their own beauty.
I noticed you didn't answer the question.
I can promise you that those answers will come. But that lab was a starting off point, we'll say. I outgrew it. I needed better equipment, more virile test subjects. And those paltry villagers just weren't enough.
Can I, when she says they say they're all test subjects, can I insight check that?
Sure, what are you looking for?
Honestly, like she mentioned, I don't even know what I should say. They is probably the best option. They mentioned that I was looking for someone earlier, and like then said they're all test subjects. Shioryn is looking to see if like there's a hint of I've got what you're looking for or something like that.
Make an insight check.
That's a natural 20 for a total of 26.
Okay. What you see on this person's features, as much as you can see, because you can't see their eyes and you can't see their nose. You can see just kind of a bit of a masculine jawline, clean shaven, slightly kind of broad shoulders. It's a little hard to tell what his build is from the robes, or if it is a he. And they seem to just be smiling and enjoying whatever is happening. They seem to almost be ecstatic with this conversation that they're having. Towards if they're trying to hint at anything, that's up to you to assume if you want to. But they're just kind of shifting back and forth, and there's constantly this like just grin building on this person's face as something about this interaction with you all has elated them, has excited them for some reason. And they continue with, I wanted to make sure that before the final culmination of this, that I was prepared. I wanted to be ready myself. And if things are really moving forward, I need to be quicker. I need to push things forward. Thank you. Thank you for contacting me. Anything there in that laboratory is yours. I will not come after you in that for paltry left behind items. Enjoy.
Are you related to the one who resurrected us?
So it's true. I didn't believe that part myself. I thought it was just a
Oh boy, I gave information
flavor.
without realizing it.
I thought it was just flavor. But I guess it is true. Fascinating. Truly, truly fascinating. Can you still feel? Can you still taste?
Mm-hmm.
Shioryn, shut up. I think you should leave the room.
Is that Air talking?
Yes.
Oh, no. I have many questions about such a procedure. It would benefit my studies very well.
Yeah. Go.
I think we should leave.
No.
No?
Man, I'm just
No,
sitting
no.
here thinking,
Violet is
what's
still
Merrick
like
got to say?
flying back,
Yeah,
like
what does Merrick
inch
have
by
to
inch.
say?
Yeah, what is Mary?
I gotten it.
She's probably
Sound. I'm
smart
like,
enough to be quiet.
Merrick is in the back of the room, kind of off to the side. Violet's kind of passed by him as she's slowly moving towards the door. And he's got a look. You can see the tension in his jaw. He's not saying anything, but he is watching very intently.
I think also you just told her my name, by the way.
Oh, it doesn't matter. She already knew all about you, so she knew your name.
Probably.
Or they did. And I'm going to start leaving.
I think I'm gonna go.
Well, it was wonderful to meet you, Shioryn. And the rest of you.
Yeah.
Looking at
I
me like,
don't fucking hate you.
we should
And-
change your name.
As you guys all go
Alright,
to
from now on, I'm
leave,
Bob.
as you all go to leave, the kind of puts up his hand and waves, and a very childish bye-bye comes from the mirror as you guys go around the corner.
Don't like that. No, not more.
Nice out here.
Gail, have you managed to find
No,
any berries?
no.
I haven't been able to find any.
Any what? Excuse me?
Berries. Strawberries, blueberries. I thought I saw some when I was leaving here or there.
No. I have not. But I'll look for some. I promise I will not eat any of them before I give them to Harold. Not that I've done that before.
You say this, it makes me think that you have done this.
What? No.
As the
Why would I do that?
4 of you leave the room and you go around the corner, you hear a very distinct sound from back in the room.
And like the mirror shattered.
Yeah.
Sound like glass breaking.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
I did not like that at all. I did not like that at all.
Yeah, let's leave. It seems like we shouldn't go down there.
Go.
Seems like I should have kept the key, just hanging from my neck for
Dope.
the rest of the time. But instead we did that.
Yeah. Too curious. Too curious.
This could have been
Nope.
avoided.
All right, let's go to the surface because that was not great.
Shioryn is visibly shaken right now.
Oh,
And she kind of gives you a side glance for, the whole
Okay,
using my name.
I am sorry about your name. You should change it. I do agree. But you told them way too much information.
way too
Why would
much
you ever tell the
information.
truth? I was lying my ass off. And you're
Why?
just like, yeah, we did. Or are you related to the one that resurrected us?
I mean,
like-
You're resurrected.
she figured out
They
that was
could've-
a lie. I thought she already knew.
She thought I was lying about dying.
Oh.
Oh, because they just said when you said that, they're like, "Oh, I thought that was just for flavor." Oh my god, we are so screwed.
We thought the hags were bad. We thought the hags were bad.
I think I need some water.
Go see the hags for help. You just-
Yeah, at this point, let's just throw our money in behind the hags on this one, guys.
I think I need some water. Let's get upstairs.
At this point,
At this point?
There it goes.
Oh, her camera
She's frozen.
computer must have
They're
frozen.
frozen. Yeah.
frozen.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
you're
I
on
think that-
frozen.
Okay.
Yep.
I do have a question.
Oh yeah, of course. Like we rush up and we. What is your question? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was
The
waiting for
delay
you.
is terrible on.
No, it's okay.
DM,
I was
do I
finished.
still feel the pull?
Yeah.
Okay. All I need to know. All right, back to the surface.
Oh, I
we
fucking
go.
hate that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys leave the laboratory and head up topside. Lyslin and Kale, were you guys doing any of these specific besides just chit-chatting?
If possible, I'd like to look for a moderately long branch, maybe something like maybe 7 feet or so.
Pretty easy.
If I have to chop down a sapling, so be it.
You might have to cut down like a branch, but pretty easy in a forest like this.
All right, great. Yeah, beyond that, I'm just looking for some berries, maybe something for Harold. If not, something poisonous that can poison birds,
Fuck those birds.
But yeah, your allies resurface after about 10 minutes or so.
You all are looking remarkably much paler. Was there another trap?
Nope, no trap.
Would not believe the absolute.
Try
You
me.
would-
I've been through a lot lately.
V, could you relog for a moment just to see if that
No.
fixes things?
No,
Sorry,
I
it's
don't.
just it's really
but yes, I can.
yeah.
Take me a second to get back.
Yeah, it takes her a moment to get back. Sorry, it's really hard to keep up with her. Is that the right phrase when it's really slowed down?
Yes.
I'd just say the delay
Yeah,
is
pretty
too
much.
bad.
Yeah, that's no one's fault. It's just
Yeah, just tech being tech.
Mhm.
yep.
When did I get a text? Alright, she's back. Let's see if that fixed volume at least. Or voice at least. Hello? You there?
B.
I think she froze.
Oh,
Hello.
is it?
I mean, it's not great.
Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of talking a little low. Yeah, there's a soundtrack going.
Oh,
Alright.
Alright.
Once
Violet,
we
can you say something?
all
any better?
It seems to be a bit better, yeah.
Mhm.
we can hear you better. I just think your delay is pretty bad, but
Yeah,
Can't hear me at all.
Oops.
no, we can hear you.
can hear you.
You're
It's a
just
little
you're
dull.
just
Okay,
I
computer
think
stop.
it's you're talking quite a bit after.
Been
we hear
saying
you after.
this whole time.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it just keeps cutting you off and stalling.
Is it possible to just try without your video?
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that too. That might help the bandwidth, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I might have to rearrange everything though.
Technology,
everyone,
ladies and gentlemen.
This is the age of technology. Technical difficulties amass. Alright. So give me one moment to rearrange portraits.
Okay.
Or captures.
Okay. Are you talking right now?
Say hello,
Hello.
and
Hello.
then I'll. As I,
Hello.
Oop, that's not what I wanted to do.
that's
Yikes.
great.
Yeah, that does seem to do a lot better.
Yeah, the audio is clear. It's still cutting
It's
out
gonna
every
fu-
once in a while, but
But yeah, we can hear you much better. I said that, but then you were
This is
lighting up
the
green and I don't hear
Age
you.
of Aquarius. Sorry.
anyway, I think we can hopefully. Or did you want to get that all cleared up first, Dan?
Go ahead. I'm going to be a little distracted, but you can go ahead and talk
I
a bit.
will start with my thing because I'm going to not be talking to you guys. Just talk to the DM. Once we go up, I want to kind of like scooch my way, not suspiciously off to the side, to where if I talk, they won't be able to hear me. And I want to like look at my shadow man, and I know he's probably not going to respond to me. And I know he's pretty much faceless, but I'm going to be intently watching for any signs of anything And I'm just gonna like look at him with like my eyebrows raised, and be like, "Dragon prophecy? Question mark?"
Doesn't say anything, but it just kind of turns its head towards the others.
Hmm. 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 All right. I feel like that's a yes in my book. Since you, okay, yeah. And then I'll just like casually fly back over, spin a dagger, and like aim it at Lyslin for a second. Be like, I guess not.
So, with a
And then
19 passive perception, would I have heard her whispering to herself, or was she luckily far enough away?
She intentionally went farther enough away, and she's been traveling
All
with
right.
you long enough that she would know you'd be able to hear if she was too close.
All right,
and you
good.
probably would have noticed me go off for a minute and then just like come right back, which is kind of weird, honestly. Uh,
Not
we
too
didn't
weird for
we didn't
air,
hear what I
honestly.
said,
Air going off by herself for
but I
seemingly
usually
no
wait.
reason.
But
What?
I usually don't come back right away. You know what I mean? Um, and then I'll go back over to everyone.
Oops.
You guys
Where we
are.
had being extolled by Violet that, no, you don't understand, something is, and then...
Were you going to say anything, Violet, before the
Yeah, I
audio
think
was
she
emission?
was. That was the whole reason we had her do that. V, you still there?
They're lighting up green, and I do not hear them.
Mike might be having trouble.
We also got to give her like a little bit of time because the lag.
Could it be the server? You think I should change the server?
And what
Change
happened?
it to California. At this point.
Let me try that. Trying to remember how to do that. Yeah, sorry everyone for the issues. It might also be the mic itself. Do me a favor, V, and make sure your audio is selected to the mic you're using and not like default or something.
Server settings.
Sorry, server settings? I really don't remember. There it is. No, that's not it. Never mind. Hmm.
Please describe in excruciating detail what happened with Lyslin and Kale while we were under. Describe the tree
Happily.
you cut down.
So, yeah, just in the search for like a, I don't know, 7, 8 foot long tree, branch, something, just nice kind of walking staff, just looking around, making sure Harold doesn't bolt, just the usual kind of things that Lyslin gets up to when he's not making sure that people don't say their names to things.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you speak for
That
a
was
moment
clear.
to make sure it's still working?
You what?
Can you
just
just
wanted to
speak for a
talk
moment
more.
to make sure?
What were you going to say previously before all the issues? We'll
that
go with
works
that.
for-
I was gonna say that I just sit there and I tell Lyson about everything that happened and Kale, of course, but like mostly Lyson, because like the whole time all I could hear, like when it was like, "What's your name?" I'm like, "Nope, nope, do not."
I see. So most of you were very good about not giving your names, except for the one who is not familiar with surface practices and gives their name fairly regularly.
I mean,
Technically,
I
Air
did-
gave the name.
it
I did
was
not give the
not.
name.
It was not.
That
Yeah,
was-
that was me.
That was her
and
fault.
that's called payback.
For what?
All right,
really, like,
little one,
I
that
didn't
is
mean to
kind
do
of
it,
an
I was
issue.
just
We'll talk about that
trying-
later.
I'm just trying to get you to shut up because you just kept giving information. You kept asking questions. We should have left when I was like, "Let's go," but instead you just kept talking.
So just to make sure I have this entirely clear,
Yeah.
there is now an unknown, more than likely incredibly powerful, possible wizard, definite magic user that was
Wizard.
doing these experiments, who now has the name of Shioryn. Shioryn, how much of their name did you give? Was
Which is
given,
why
rather.
we should change Shioryn's name.
Just the
We just need to find Shioryn's mother.
but
Air gave her the whole name. Well,
You did not.
the
You
whole
have a
first
last
name.
name and a middle name, don't you?
just
have a last name.
change it.
Well, there you go. They don't have your
Alright,
full name.
never ever speak your last name ever out loud. Never write it down. This is a precaution.
Curiosity, what is it?
Let me test.
I'm
What
pretty
if they're
sure I
watching
told
right
you
now?
guys before.
Don't say anything.
I don't think I need
No.
to speak it out loud right now because I'm pretty sure I
Don't,
told you
no.
Yes, again, very
Again,
much.
never
Never
say
speak it
it
out loud
again.
ever again.
Just don't. No. In fact, nobody ever say anybody's names ever again.
Nicknames only from now on. Please
Oh.
pick
You
your
know,
nickname.
I'd actually been giving this a little bit of thought, considering, well, we were going to be dealing with hags, and I was thinking this would be a precaution, but I was kind of getting together shortened abbreviation names for most of you, because, unlike Violet, who I'm fairly certain is using a pseudonym, you all tend to give out your names fairly easily.
Am I hearing an echo?
Violet.
Yeah, it's coming from V.
To be
Violet like
quite fair,
looks up quickly, like tries to fucking like
Well, there we have it.
Missed that last part. Like, try to do what?
so she's like when you say that she's using a pseudonym.
Your mic is bright
Wow.
messing up again.
Using a pseudonym, she.
Oh boy. Might need to get her a new mic. Headset.
Man,
whatever.
tech is just not working today.
Mm-hmm.
Might not be the mic itself. It might just be the
Much.
connection today.
yeah, considering the fact that there was like an 8-second thing when I heard the feedback from my own voice there.
Yeah, that was quite a bit of a lag. They have confirmed that sharks are attacking the cables between the lands for the internet. So
Shioryn, how about you do something about that?
Get out there and swim.
Oh, the world's a big place. I don't think I could find all the sharks. I could try.
Well,
Now we we got some warbly noises from her. I think it actually might be the... She might need to restart her computer completely. V, could you
Maybe
try
now
that?
now that it's warmed up.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, great. Can't even.
Well, you were there for a second.
My
Uh-huh.
computer.
Oh wait, talk more.
Good God.
If you just like scream "fuck," I'm sure we'll hear it.
Or
Yeah,
at
like
least
as
the-
soon as you get
oh,
loud, it picks you up. But then
Yeah. It might be just a
It
little
might
bit...
be. Yeah, it might be the sensitivity, maybe.
Yeah, the sensitivity. Maybe try lowering the sensitivity a bit.
I'll
turn it off
check the
automatic.
sensitivity, but I don't think it
I
is.
hear you perfectly right
Well,
now.
we
Yeah,
heard
that was
everything
perfect.
right there.
Yeah, you gotta
Just
maybe
sing
talk louder.
everything.
Just
Yeah.
sing everything. This will become
Really
a Disney
loud.
musical.
I mean, that was the
Whoa.
original intent with Violet. Snow White.
I
Boys.
mean, yeah, that's fucking fair enough, yeah, but
Oh wait, you sound perfect now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this is
pseudonym.
perfect.
hold on, okay, so I should keep it like this?
Yep.
yes.
Yeah, whatever
Whatever
you
you're doing
do,
now,
you
keep it.
did.
Okay,
is
fine.
positive.
I didn't do shit at all, so whatever. I did like I was just about to turn
thank
off
the
the
tech
automatic
gods for working.
sensitivity, and yeah, fuck, I don't know. I just fucking Loki's messing with my technology. I don't know. Fucking.
Yeah, sounds
Do you know,
perfect.
actually, that probably makes sense. You know, it's that checks out, honestly.
And we kind of didn't want to continue without you because we thought you had valuable input.
Okay, yeah. When
Yeah, this is
does
a
he have
very
pseudonym?
important
What do
input
you do
between
next?
Lyslin and Violet.
Yeah. So I just like you know when you do like the snap look up thing, but then like you look down to try to cover up the fact that you looked up at all, like you know like reacting, but like trying not to look like you reacted at all. That's what.
What
I'll
is
give
what is
Lyslin a
Lyslyn's
side eye.
what is Lyslyn's passive insight?
Passive insight is 16.
Yeah, you noticed that.
So I've been thinking, Shioryn, your new name is Shio. Your
Shio.
Like
Kale,
Shia.
you're
Better.
Kai.
To
Wait,
be fair,
what was
Kale
that?
is already an abbreviation.
It can be more abbreviated.
Why?
Well, if it's not his actual name, then.
Yes.
Oh, right, that's fair. That's fair.
Wait, what was mine?
What about?
How do you
You're just
shorten hair?
That's what people mostly say when they're around you, so it works out.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I have not been able to figure out anything for Merrick yet.
Flame boy. Wait.
Hair?
Man.
When you guys say this, you can look over and Merrick is kind of like pacing back and forth, just kind of not saying anything, but he's just kind of like looking at the ground. He's just slowly kind of pacing back and forth, kind of wringing his hands a little bit.
Are you okay?
I think he's coming around to the idea of burning the notes.
Whatever that person was, he knew way too much.
Agreed.
And that definitely worries me. Granted, we can't take back what was said, but we should not have talked to that person at all.
I think that's how we end up in a circle of fucking crystals. Just putting that out there.
I just thought I could learn something. Maybe.
Oh, someone learned something.
Yeah, I didn't learn anything.
He learned nothing.
As long as something was learned, there was no issue. Unfortunately,
You
there
learned
was
not to
nothing learned
say.
for us, but
Or-
They did not answer my questions at all. They managed to turn it around.
We did learn some things, at the very least. This person is obviously the culprit behind these horrendous acts that happened here.
And we know that they're gonna speed it up because they saw us.
They're going to do more. And if we find more of these abominations, then we know it's them, and we can maybe find them and stop them.
I personally would like to stay as far away from them as.
Agreed. Although
He-
now I'm worried about scrying.
Merrick kind of looks to you, Violet, and says, I don't think, from the sounds of it, we're going to have much choice in if we meet this person or not. Merrick's kind of, this has been coming up more and more as we've been going on, and I feel maybe I should relay some of this to all of you. This is going to sound crazy, but my mentor, the person who saved my life and sent me to Shioryn in the first place, gave me a specific reason to be there, and I told you partially all about it. That I was meant to find all of you. We have a place in something that is beyond us. Apparently, according to what my mentor has spoken of. We are a part of something known as the Dragon Prophecy.
Dragon prophecy?
Prophecies
Do
have
we
never
know
been a
anything
good
about
thing.
this?
Shioryn and Kale can make a history check.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Okay.
That's a good roll.
History check.
I'm rolling my good dice after last week. By the way, that's why I'm getting good rolls.
Never
now.
heard of this so-called
So that's a
dragon
soft
prophecy.
20.
Okay, 20 from Shioryn.
Okay, and me. 1 second here. That is a history check. That's a 16.
Kale, never heard of it before. Shioryn, you have actually heard of this, but very limited. It's just kind of a thing that just kind of has passed all through oral histories and through books maybe you've read. But the Dragon Prophecy is apparently supposed to be able to tell the future. It is something that's been around for as long as anyone can remember, but that's as much as you really know. Merrick continues and says that there are writings and there are predictions that are made around this prophecy, and it's not a prophecy that is stuck in one path. It's not something that says this is going to happen and that's going to happen. It says that in the prophecy there are multiple branches. It says if this one thing happens, this will happen. Or if something else happens, a whole different branch will happen. Obviously, that holds true to any kind of idea of probability, but this can predict those probabilities, apparently. The prophecy itself is immensely impossible to truly read. Even the people who claim to know what it actually says only know fragments of it, because it literally takes knowledge of the entire world and the machinations of nature and what is going to happen in the future and translating what this prophecy means in certain aspects. Sometimes it can be mistranslated or misunderstood. But my mentor has studied it for a long time. And he has shown me a vision of one of the possible futures. and it included all of us. We stood at the precipice of the end of the world. According to this one possibility. That's why I needed to find you all. Now, through what this person has talked about, through what Violet has talked about these crystals, this is becoming more and more of a certainty.
Do you think he was referring to the prophecy when he said it happened earlier than he was expecting?
Do you have any familiarity with this person?
No.
Then I can only guess. He seemed to be looking up something before we started talking and asking you questions. Maybe that book itself has some writing on the Dragon Prophecy.
This might be something we need to look into then.
It's going to be hard. There's not a lot of written information about the prophecy itself, more just about the concept of it, as far as I'm aware. It's a very secretive thing that is not very public knowledge. And most of the time when people talk about the Dragon Prophecy, from what my mentor has talked about, is they're viewed as insane because they see connections and machinations in the world that make no sense to anyone, because they deal with the most minute things that can lead towards endless chain links down the road, that certain just poisoning one person in a kingdom across the other side of the continent somehow leads to the fall of a kingdom on the other side. That's the idea. And these people that try to read the prophecy, if they believe that if they're able to translate it and understand it correctly, they can affect history how they want by choosing certain events to happen the way that it says in the prophecy to lead to a certain outcome. No one has been able to prove this at all. But I have seen through our own adventures and through my readings, there are things that are coincidental.
There is no such thing as coincidence. However, I must say, whatever Seer or Bones predicted this prophecy, I must take issue with them for stealing me away from another world.
Well, again, this isn't a fate thing. This isn't something that is set in stone. It's a reading of probability.
Postulation.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not a set like this is going to happen and there's no choice you have. That's the whole point of the Dragon Prophecy, is everyone has choice. But this gives apparently the ability to view those possibilities, and if you can manipulate things the right way, you can lead to a certain outcome that you want.
It's so open-ended, though.
Exactly.
So
I'm sure this is all making a very wonderful blanket that we've wrapped around the cosmos. That said, Harold has been getting very antsy. I believe we should be away from this forest and this location in general.
I agree.
I agree.
Kale, by the way, did you manage to hide the wagon?
The what?
Ah, excellent. I hope my grain is still there.
I was told to get the horse. Okay.
Okay.
Leslie
Then,
just begins
swear
leading
to
Harold
God,
back to
Kale-
the wagon area.
before you leave, I'm going to like hold up the money that I have and be like very clearly, this is a bribe. Because I feel like some of you might not get that first time around. I'm gonna hand them each the money. I will steal it back if you don't go along with what I'm bribing you to do. Okay? So I'm gonna give you each 240
This is so
gold,
you.
460 silver, 72 copper.
240 gold
And
I'm sorry.
uh
One more time.
Hold on, 240 gold.
each.
you guys You guys, yeah, I already split it up. You guys
Oh,
each get 240 gold, 460 silver, 72 copper, and 2 gems. Right? And I'm like, this is a bribe. I already paid myself reparations
What
for you
are
guys
you
trying to kill
bribing
me.
us to do?
Which is why I got more than you guys out of the pot.
Paid myself reparations.
It's now a corporation.
Airbnb.
Airbnb, I
Airbnb?
insane.
I've already paid myself for that. And then I'm like, I'm going to lead the way and you guys are going to follow me. That's the bribe. If you don't follow me, then I guess I'll catch up to you and I will steal the money back.
Where are you? We
First and
following you?
foremost, is the way that you're leading us going to be towards the wagon?
I don't know. Is it?
Well, can we get the wagon first?
The pull that you're feeling is to the west. The wagon is south of your direction at the moment.
It's not near the wagon. We can go back for the wagon and then go where I want to go. But, you know.
Cool.
Fuck.
Sweet.
So is this a yes to the bribe I'm giving you?
Does this like?
Wait, hold on. Is the way you're leading us to that person?
Of course not. How would I know where they are?
She does. I
Okay,
actually have to
good,
say she
good.
has a point. They did just,
I mean,
according to you all, disappear into a void behind a mirror. So, you know.
They didn't give me like the secret signal. I just want to
Secret
go a certain
handshake.
way.
What is the
and
spirit?
this
What
the
is the sound of
bribe
the night?
to go the way I want to go.
well, what is
There,
exactly
before I
leading your
answer.
into?
And I'll take off half if you answer. Who is
Take
the
off
one
half
that
of
is giving
what?
you this pull?
You don't know it's a pull, bro. I just told you I want to go a certain way.
Will this interfere with my land strike?
This is.
Very well, rephrasing. Why do you want to go a certain way?
Just have a feeling it's the way we should go.
Well, this worked well before.
Well, might as well.
Yeah. This isn't gonna get us put in a circle of crystal.
No, I'm sure everything will be fine.
Oh yeah. Cool. You know, I just.
And then like right in front of you, I like hold that cat head with the green gems for eyes, and I'm like, like going the way I want to go. Like,
I tell you, okay. I tell you what. Hold on. It was the cat. It was the cat head.
well, there's a cat head with green eyes or green eyes for green gems for eyes, and I have the golden tiny skull on a chain around my neck. But you know, I'm gonna hold it out to you, be like, and then just like slowly fly backwards.
Listen. No. Listen. I'll follow if you give me the cat head. Listen.
I'll give it to you after we get the cart and go back the way I want to go.
Okay. I'm gonna hold you to that though.
All right.
I suppose I will accept your terms.
All right. Sounds good. I guess we'll go get the cart then.
Shioryn, Kale, are you going along with this?
Begrudgingly.
Will this
I just gave you a shit ton of money, bro. Don't you want money?
interfere with my?
It's
Shit ton
very
of money, she says.
complicated.
None of the platinum.
Oh, of course. That was my reparations. You guys tried to kill me.
Will this interfere with my land
Merrick
strike?
didn't try to kill you.
What was that? What was that, Shioryn?
Will this interfere with my land stride for the 4th time?
Who knows? Maybe it'll help you out. There's no way to know.
I will go with you because I don't like how we treated you.
Yeah.
It's
Neither
not,
do I.
It's not about the money.
We treated a suspicious person with suspicion.
I mean, you didn't have to try to kill me and then tie me up. You could have just tried to kill me and then been done with it.
Are you just more
But
mad that we
no.
didn't finish the job?
I mean, I would have rather died, yes.
I get it.
I will go, but I would like a night to... Hold on, do I have that spell? That's not what I wanted.
Speaking of which, how does everyone look?
Crispy.
Crispy.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
I have 15. Well, I'm looking quite a bit beat up, but I'm not saying
Okay.
anything.
So Kale is just gonna be like, right, that is a problem, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do. If we have some time, I will do a nice little spell called Prayer of Healing.
do have
I
that
look
spell.
great because I was
Okay.
just sitting in a well.
So that
I
would
don't
be
remember
3d.
if I'm still hurt or not.
Let's go to cast it here.
Alright. I would
Look.
like to take a moment tomorrow to cast a spell to send Zamas a message. It's been a while since I've said his name. That's the correct name, right?
Correct.
Okay.
We agreed we weren't going to say any more names.
Everyone heals 17 HP, by the way.
I'm having severe deja vu right now.
I don't know if this is a good idea, but Shioryn's agreeing to go. As long as she has that chance to do that.
I am only in it for the money.
All right.
And
Are
as
you
long as it doesn't
guys?
take too long.
You said you were casting Prayer of Healing.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Everyone heals for 17 hit points. It takes 10 minutes, but you know.
West is kind of in the direction of Sharn, so Shioryn's thinking it might be, helpful in that regard.
You said 17 hit points, correct?
Yep, 17.
Kale,
Yes.
as you finish your prayer and the healing goes out, you notice Lysan's wounds do not heal. He rejects your healing.
Oh, yes. You deserve it.
I did
I
not know that was
reject your
possible.
healing.
All right.
You can only be healed if you consent to being healed, unless you are unconscious.
Well, no, I get it. I'm not going to say anything, but I get it.
At some point, like, during us being up here, I'm just gonna, like, go and check out that weird shrine again. I just want to have another look at it. Just.
All right.
I would.
You head back into the house, and the little door is still there, and inside the cubby is that same odd-looking shrine with the skull and the picture of that being of light, it seems.
What kind of skull? Like, does it look like
Hoping I don't contradict myself
bovine
here.
or?
I'm hoping I don't contradict myself here, but I think it was a small human skull.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember you said it was like a child's skull. I don't remember if you had said like human or elven.
Yeah, but it looked like a humanoid small skull.
Do you remember how much these gems were worth, or was it just 2 gems?
50.
Gems were worth 50, if I remember right.
Yes, that is correct.
Hmm.
Okay.
My note says
I'm
shrine with baby skull.
Yeah, I've got it all written
Yeah.
down here.
How big is
364 copper, 129 gold, 108 platinum, 2076 silver, 12 gems worth 50 gold, a golden key, a tiny gold skull on a chain, and a stone cat head with green gem eyes.
No, that's in the chest.
Yeah.
We're talking about the little shrine.
Yep. What are you gonna do with the shrine?
So how big is the picture? And is it like framed or is it just like
It's
set up there
it's
like piece of paper?
it's framed in kind of darker wood, and it is actually like affixed to the back of the little wall in the cubby. And I'd say it's
I'm gonna try.
7x7.
So like small.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try to take.
Just take the I mean, the only it like you pull it, but unless you want to like pull the nail out, it doesn't. That seems to be the only thing resisting you, is the nail.
Yeah, like I want to pull it off the wall.
It's a little bit like, and the picture comes off, and you have it in your hand.
Cool. Just put that in my bag.
All right. Anything else?
Mm.
All right.
Nope.
Do you guys then leave the village?
Off to get the cat.
What time is it?
It's still
Can't be
good.
too late, right?
No, it's pretty close. I'd say probably mid to late morning.
If my approximation's on time with like the various things that have been kind of discussed, it should be like maybe like 11:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I guess we can head out.
All right. So you guys head through the forest.
Lyslin is still lugging that chest on his back, by the way.
That's fine. Do you have the door as well?
No. I
Okay.
have left that behind.
Gotcha. It takes you guys about like the half hour to get into out of the forest, and the cart is there.
Yay!
Because that stuff can happen. A little anecdote towards this is why I allow this to happen. My friend and I went to the grocery store one time. Went to the grocery store. We were in there for about, I don't know, a good 30 minutes. Came out and we realized his car was running. He'd forgotten his keys in the car, left it running out in the parking lot in the middle of the night.
Wow.
No one touched it.
Amazing.
I took my Jeep to the worst part of town once and left the keys in the car running, and came back hours later and nothing happened to the car. So granted,
That's
I think
fucking
everyone thought that was bait, so
because-
that's probably why.
Well, yeah, there's that.
I mean, fair. Yeah, fair.
I literally, my freaking flatmate puts the car in the little car port in our driveway, and next door there's like this auto parts place, and the people there were talking about stealing the car.
Wow.
Like, that's just parking it at my house. Like,
But yeah, so you get there, the car's still there. There doesn't seem to be anyone around on the road or anything.
All right. Well, I guess we can head out then.
Quick question,
let's
DM.
hook Harold up.
Yes.
My daily ranger powers, the spell ones.
Mhm.
Would you allow me to use my slots to power them if I've used my once a day on that?
Unless the ability says you can do that, no.
Okay.
Because there are specific ones, more with the new subclasses, but there are abilities that allow that to happen. You guys head on your way, and are you leading them west, Air?
I am.
All right. You guys head off away from this area, continuing west in kind of the loose direction of Shioryn. And the strange village you left behind just kind of sits in the back of your guys' minds as you continue west, wondering what exactly that was all about, who that person was, why that village was even there to begin with, and what that means for the future. And you guys continue on with your journey west. We will take our break here, allow people to get up,
Yeah.
take to the bathrooms, 15-minute break. So,
Just really quick, sorry.
no,
Just
what?
really quick. When we go to leave, I make sure I get that motherfucking cat skull.
Once we are like on the way, yeah, after I, lead you with it for a while, I'll toss
Alright.
it to you.
Alright. It's a beautifully made little. It looks kind of maybe like silver, or it's a little bit of a. It's comfortable in your hand, and it's kind of cold to the touch, and not like uncomfortable like you're a birdie, but it's just kind of like cool to the touch. And the little green gem in its eyes shine brightly, and
Awesome. It's in my inventory.
gotcha.
You know what we didn't
Cool.
do? We didn't burn the bodies.
No.
We couldn't because it was too small of a space.
I
And
mean,
we could not bring them up because it would just take too fucking long.
we could have burned them as we were leaving, and it wouldn't have been a problem.
I mean, yeah, we could have, but
Oh well.
Okay. We'll be back in 15 minutes.
cool.
Okay, yeah, with the wording, it does seem like these are actual spells that I know I just get to cast them once a day without a spell slot.
Okay.
I'll double check that when he comes back, but yeah.
All right. Be back in a moment. Okay, I am back. How you doing, chat? If anyone's there to chat. Is my volume still low? I think I realized what the problem was. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. My volume's pretty good. Okay. I still never figured out how you're supposed to change the voice server again. Each voice channel. Right, they changed that. That's why I couldn't figure that out. Region override is automatic. Okay. I don't think we're having any troubles with that right now, so it should be fine. When V gets back, I'll just see if she has any ping issues. Hi, Tori.
Hello. I'm very frustrated right now.
Very frustrated?
Yes.
With us?
No. Well, yesterday, my mom accidentally used my card to buy like a shit ton of stuff off Amazon.
Oh.
And so my account is basically empty right now. She Venmoed me back, but it hasn't gone through.
Right, that takes a moment.
So she said, you can order food off my card since you don't have any money right now because I spent it all. And I was like, okay, cool. So I changed my DoorDash PayPal to hers instead of mine. But what did it do? Went through mine where I have no money.
Oh boy.
Ugh.
My voice is a little bit lower than yours.
So, like, my, card's overdrawn right now.
That's frustrating.
Very annoying.
What Brian and I do with passing money back and forth, because like sometimes he needs me to send him money and then I send it back. I send it back. What he needs fast is we send it through Facebook, because that sends it instantly.
Oh, okay.
And then
Yeah,
he'll Venmo me back, which takes a few days.
Yeah, I just took some money out of my savings so I won't get charged for the overdraw.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like there wasn't a ton of money in my account, but there was some.
Personally, I hate overdraft. I hate overdraft so much that I actually went in and specifically turned it off because it's an opt-out thing. You're automatically opted in.
I should do that. Let's see if I can do it right now. Because I would have rather been like, no, it won't go through. And I've been like, great. And I tried to cancel the order.
That said, the
But it
last time
wouldn't
I
let
used
me.
PayPal, or not, I used PayPal, but I had something that I'd, you know how Humble Bundle charges you every month? I
Yeah.
froze that, and I guess I didn't read good enough. And apparently, when you freeze it, you only freeze it for a month. So the next month, I got charged by PayPal, and that automatically went through, even though I had this. So using PayPal would be.
Oh. See, mine says I do have it on auto decline. But it must have been because of the PayPal thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is still so annoying. I don't have a fee though, because I,
Yeah.
did the thing, but it's just very annoying.
It's very annoying. Yeah, I know. I got overdrafted $17.
Yeah, I mean, I only had 8 cents in my account once my mom was done with her Amazon shopping spree. It was an accident, just because for some reason my card came up on the, like auto one. It's usually hers. And I'm usually the one that changes it to my card when I buy stuff, and she doesn't ever have to change it. But for some reason it was mine.
All right. Testing volume. That may be a little loud. Tori, can you say something?
Hello, what is up? I think my DoorDasher is already here, which is
Yeah, I am
very
super
impressive.
loud. So I didn't need to do that.
Am I the only one excited about Star Wars anime?
Star Wars? Okay. I didn't even hear about it, but now that you mentioned that, do you know what it's called so I can search it up?
Star Wars Visions. It's going to be streaming in September on Disney Plus. It's literally an anthology series of all these Star Wars stories, but each one's going to be done by a different animation studio, and it all looks absolutely ridiculous but amazing at the same time.
I have that on pulled up on Chrome, so I'll check it out later after the stream. Look,
Looks
I've been
like
playing a
Kyle is here.
a game that I like to call
Wow,
Anime the
yeah.
Game sometimes for the past few weeks.
Yeah.
So, anime Star Wars? Yeah, I'd be interested in checking that out. I hear shuffling.
Oh yeah, sorry. My like moo thing is like strangling me, and I'm like, no, I'm good. I'd like to breathe.
Yeah, breathing is good.
At least for now. Can't promise anything later, but now.
V, if you could do me a favor and check what your ping would be, your ping and whatever the other one is. I want to double check and see.
Way too much. I have no idea how to do that, my dude.
Okay, so where it says video connected on or not video connected, it might say audio connected to you or something like that. Click on that.
It says video connected, but
yeah. Click on that, and then it'll tell you your give it a second. It'll tell you the last ping and average ping.
Average is 104, 195. The last one was 198.
Okay. So, I'm wondering if that might have been where you were having some issues. It's not high, but it is a little higher than it's going to be for us.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't know what any of this all that's different language to me.
Yeah, sorry. Ping is how fast it can get to the server and back. Basically, like ping pong.
Scott.
Yes.
Sorry, Ant, go ahead.
No, I'm finished. Go ahead.
Okay, I think I figured out what was confusing me about this. Because for Primeval Awareness, it does say that you learn the spells, but you are able to cast them once for a long rest.
Those, yeah. You can,
okay.
You have those at your disposal and can use spell slots.
Yeah,
to cast those.
It was weirding me out because that's how they used to phrase the old racial abilities, and I know those are exclusively once per long short rest, and it's very confusing sometimes.
Yeah, no, those, yes, you can use spell slots to cast those after you've already used the single use.
It also doesn't help that D&D Beyond is just got the, oh, you used this? Well, good. It's gone now.
Ooh.
I have something like that as well. My guiding bolt. I have 2 casts of that with my star map, and then just have it learned as normal spell. I actually have it listed twice on here because of that. So I think D&D Beyond has a system for if you can cast it like that. Slurp. Oh man. We haven't done a lot of... No, we have done a bit of rolling. I just did 2 of it. Man. Last few nights I've been super tired at pretty early. I'm gonna grab a caffeinated drink.
I've been awake since 2:30 in the morning.
So you're tired too, huh?
Yeah. Especially after doing the cleaning and shit that I had to do.
Everybody on break?
Yeah-ish.
I was talking with my roommate, and making sure, see where people were at.
Okay, I'm back. Oops. Sorry, I did not mean to assault your ears with my arm. Titan says false. You need to sleep more.
Listen, Titan, I'm not even gonna begin to say that you can say that. Or rather, you don't even get to begin to say that to me. There we go. I swear to God, I'm not tired.
You're not
That's
tired?
a lie, I'm very tired.
I swear to drunk, I'm not God. Wait.
That too.
Ossifer, I'm not as think as you drunk I am.
Sure.
I'm not drunk, I'm just pregnant.
Yeah, jeez.
I wonder if that actually works.
Not if you're seen consuming alcohol, because that's bad.
Yeah. If you're seen consuming it.
No, we do not endorse drinking while pregnant.
Absolutely not.
In fact, I'm very
I've
outspoken
never-
against it.
Yes, very
I
outspoken.
never
against it.
really drank beforehand, to be honest with you, so I don't really have a problem with not drinking while I'm pregnant. Yeah, that wasn't the issue.
It was less an I'm drunk joke and more I wonder if that would work to get you out of a, like, if that
I mean,
would work
probably not, to be honest with you.
not to get you out,
Like,
but like if that would be an issue, if that's
Look,
something
I
anyone's
have
ever had to
everyone's
say.
favorite food.
I'm looking at
That is gross, and
What
I'm
is it?
offended by that.
It's a pickle. Everyone's favorite
Oh,
food.
Dude, honestly, like I don't really like store-bought pickles, but I tell you what I've been craving is my homemade pickles, but cucumbers are not in season right now. We're currently going through like another outbreak of the pandemic, which is great. So like everybody's panic bought like fucking everything. We couldn't even get fucking strawberries the other day, although they are out of season. Normally they're there.
Yeah,
Like I just
in the
Fucking right.
Sparrowbell server, they actually posted a image of like the supermarket, and apparently it looks just like America did when they panic bought everything.
When my partner went to go get groceries, there was one loaf of bread, and I told him not to even fucking bother because it was low carb, and I was like, "Oh, don't worry about it," and he was like, "I already bought it," and I was like, "Oh, okay." But yeah, no, it's at least people haven't panic bought the toilet paper again. Although I think I figured out why people did the first time. And like because there's a video on YouTube.
Wasn't it a meme at first?
No, I think it was a genuine problem at first.
No,
and then it
it's
became a
an
meme.
actual
Became a meme
problem that
because it's a
became a
problem.
meme.
I could have sworn like someone made a comment, like it made a joke, and then suddenly everyone started panicking.
No.
People did the same thing at Y2K. It was awful.
Yeah, I'm just glad that, I have a big freezer and I just I stock up anyway. So that I don't have to like go out and buy a whole bunch of food. Cause like the problem is when people panic buy, other people have to buy more because if you don't, like they're
You'll
all
never
gonna
get it.
panic buy it,
It's a domino effect.
It's so fucking stupid in my opinion. Like, but yeah, whatever. That and then I'm trying to like at the moment financials are a little bit topsy turvy, but I'm trying to get into this like veggie subscription box so that like I know every week that I've got vegetables coming into the house, but currently the financial situation does not allow for that.
Yeah,
But
those
we'll
boxes
get there.
get mad expensive.
See, the ones that I want are not that expensive. It's just that currently I'm making less than my rent and having to rely on other people, like the boarder that I have in my house and my partner, like to be able to pay the rent and like get anything.
Yes,
Like,
that's
which
definitely.
which sucks because like that's not how it was before. But sudden change in circumstances kind of screwed me over.
V, I don't know if this will help for anything else, but someone on the Sparrowbell server said, I just remembered this, that they've been getting their toilet paper delivered for years. So if you have an issue with that, I can contact them and get the company info for you.
Oh no, it's okay. It's probably just through like a grocery thing because like you can get groceries delivered and stuff. The problem is that when
it's not
lockdowns...
it's not a grocery. It's getting them delivered in bulk for years.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not sure if I could really do that because I don't really have a lot of space to like store things either. Like,
okay,
it's kind of ridiculous. My house is really small, but it's great because it's like really cottage-wise. I just wish it had like one more room. Like that would be nice. Like, or just like a slightly bigger, or like a garage. A garage would be nice because I've just got no storage space.
I just figured I'd extend that offer in case you needed something like that, just in case.
No, I appreciate that. Like, if you can find like a link or something, that'd be cool. I'll have a look at it.
Okay. I'll contact them later.
Cool. Yeah. But the problem with like the grocery store delivery thing is like it takes like a whole last week. So like you really have to know what you need. Like it's a whole thing. And yeah, I don't really mind lockdowns like in general. It's just the being able to source things that you need and like being pregnant and not being able to eat things unless I'm actually craving them is like No fast food places are open at all. You can't get Uber Eats or anything. Because beforehand I was getting like Uber Eats every day because, I'd be sitting here and all of a sudden my brain is like roast beef and gravy and potatoes and you need it now. So, I just order it on Uber Eats, but
Yep.
now like it's super difficult because I don't have that option. And if you want to get anything from the supermarket, you have to go and stand in line for 2 hours and only one person could go from your house.
I had to buy motor oil and gas today for generator because of the hurricane before everyone else was at the pumps stocking up as well. Yeah.
Smart idea, Titan.
Yeah, that's
Smart.
always one of the rougher things.
If people are going to panic buy, be the first one in line.
People are waiting like 2 days in line to get COVID tests as well. Like just like the lines at the COVID testing kiosk things that they have are just so long. I saw a TikTok of that, and then like literally it was like a 3-minute video of this lady driving down the road, like just going around corner after corner after corner and down street after street of just these cars just parked up, and like sure enough they run live all day and almost like into the night and still in line, still waiting.
Okay, hold up. Tori, are you eating a chocolate chip cookie after eating a pickle?
Tori,
am.
please.
Please don't judge Tori.
She is embodying all of the concepts of air and chaos.
Yeah.
Listen,
That's about as good of a flavor combination as M&M's and Skittles. Yep.
okay.
It's pickles
Okay.
and something sweet. I'm pregnant. I can get behind this. Like,
Okay, pickles
Yeah,
are
yeah,
delicious.
but you're
and you can eat them
pregnant.
with
That's
anything.
to be expected.
like
Yeah, all reason went out the window. Okay.
Just go get a jar
All
of
the
pickles from my
judgment.
fridge and just start eating them. That's all I do all stream.
I have
I'll drink the juice at
jalapenos.
the end.
Oh, God. You're actually going to make me vomit now. Ugh.
I'm one of those people who can't have sweet with sweet, so I can't imagine pickles with cookies.
I love pickles. Also, don't judge me.
All the judgment.
It's okay.
You guys' definition of sweet is very different from mine if you think pickles are sweet.
Yeah, I was about
Well,
to say pickles are
sweet.
not like it depends.
There are
It
sweet
depends what
pickles.
ones you get.
There is
Yeah,
sweet
but
pickles,
most pickles are
mostly.
not sweet.
They're mostly
Like
salty.
you just get the other pickles in.
But
like
I wasn't thinking of pickles as sweet in that reference. I'm just saying I can't.
Yeah, but like
I can't
yeah, but you
imagine
could
eating
eat
pickles
sour
with
with sweet,
sweet.
maybe like.
Is that like
You'd
a
be good.
sandwich? Okay. Anyways.
What the fuck? You keep coming
Alright,
up
I
with
do have
food.
one quick question before we jump back
Bro,
I
if
ordered
you're not
this,
gonna
so
share,
Next thing you know, she's just
You're
gonna
not
pick
gonna
up a
fucking
shake from out of
share.
camera.
I have a bowl of mac and cheese too.
Oh my
You
god.
go for some mac and cheese.
And the sweet
This
tea.
is terrible.
Anyways, to get away from that, we can get back to the game.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah,
I want to
speaking
read
of
this
the game,
line
I've
that
got,
Titan just
one
Jason's
put.
quick
Valley
question.
order.
And before it becomes the new Reese's. You got pickles in my cookies. You got cookies in my pickles.
See, that's just
Um,
an anger
for the,
thing at that point.
What was the
For
question?
the
Okay.
gemstones, are we like free to choose like any of the like 50 gold variety gems that we want as like for like flavor, or were they like pre-decided? I'd just like to know.
None of them are diamonds.
No, I know
they're
that. I'm just like
mixture
looking
of,
at like a common list of like 50 gold gems of like bloodstones, carnelians, chalcedony,
Yeah.
citrine,
yeah.
star rose quartz, all that kind of thing. Are we like just able to like pick that for our own flavor? Or, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not
Alright, cool.
picky on it as long as there has the 50 gold value.
Excellent.
For a
Just want to
reminder,
remind you all that pickle soda exists.
oh,
over the course of this, are you guys taking time
I get
to check
pickle.
out these items that you found, or are you just kind of hanging on to them for now?
I'm checking out my cat's head, just in like, yeah.
Did we get other things? I can't remember. We just got the
You
money,
got-
right?
You
And
got
gems.
the stuff in the bottles, the liquid in the bottles, and you got the cat head and the little skull on the chain.
I'll check out the skull since I'm wearing it.
All right.
Can anyone identify these?
Don't know if Merrick has that.
I'm checking to see if that's a druid spell or not. I don't think it is.
Nope, we don't have it. I don't think we have. I think we can detect. Can we detect magic?
Yeah, you had to detect magic.
I
Merrick,
have a
No,
dispel
wait, no, you had
magic.
dispel. My bad.
Merrick,
That was
Merrick has detect magic, but he doesn't have identify.
Okay, yeah, I
Um,
don't have identify.
And yeah, he'll kind of like have you gather the items if you wanted to do that, and he'll cast a spell real quick, and you see kind of the already glowing to his eyes kind of shifts colors from the red to kind of a purple, and as he does, he says, the potion, the bottles, they definitely have some arcane energies coming off of them, and both of these items, the cat head and the skull on the chain, do have magic to them. I can't quite tell what magic it is, but they are magical.
You can't. Can you not tell School of Magic with detect magic?
That's
If
gonna
you
be
focus, you
that's
can.
gonna be up to me to figure that out. So give me just a moment.
I believe you can. I think that was a thing it
You,
said.
you
I'm
can,
gonna-
you can. It's just the items themselves don't have
Oh,
a
that's what you
specific.
meant by figure it out. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very
Oh, okay.
seldom do they actually tell you what school they would be if you
Yeah.
were to focus on them.
I actually noticed that and forgot it up until
Really?
The
For the cat, it would
cat's
more than likely
head-
be divination.
The cat's head is gonna be actually abjuration. The skull is going to be divination, I think. Let me check a spell. Yep, divination for the skull. For the clear potion, transmutation. For the yellow potion, transmutation, and the multicolored one. Give me a sec. Enchantment.
the crystal ball too. What about that?
That doesn't have any magical properties to it, but it is very valuable. It is very
Okay.
well made.
Super pure and probably easier to use whatever she uses on it.
DM hint. It's a component for the scrying spell.
Sorry, which one was that?
The crystal ball that you guys found.
Oh, the crystal ball.
It's the correct value that you would need to use for a component for the scrying spell. So for a fortune teller, this is a really good item.
Does that get does it get fucked up during the spell, or can you use it multiple times?
It doesn't get consumed.
Okay, cool.
Alright.
But yeah, so you know the items are magical at the very least. I'm not sure what they do, but you get the schools of magic.
Well, I'm probably not going to use anything until I get it identified, so.
You may attune to items if you would like, and you can figure out from there what they maybe do.
That's how you get cursed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you didn't find these items in an evil, bad scientist laboratory.
Yep, that's exactly the caution that
Yeah, it's totally
Shioryn's
fine.
taking. If this takes more than one day, I do want to do something in the morning.
You guys go for the rest of the day unless anyone wants to do anything specific. You get to the end of the day and you guys are able to camp down and rest. It is a clear night, stars above you. It's a little windy, no clouds. A little windy, but past that, it seems to be a calm night. Does anyone want to do anything during the night?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check the weather to make sure it stays a calm night.
It is going to be clear through tomorrow.
All right.
Definitely going to meditate under the stars.
Were you going to do something there?
Do I need something to cast Identify? Like components? I don't remember.
Yes.
A pearl worth 100 gold.
I don't have that.
You do, actually.
I do?
That's one of the things you guys found in the... Well, someone has it.
It was in the component pouch there.
Ah, right, the
I'll
component
steal it from
pouch.
whoever has that.
Wait, hold on. What are we talking about?
We have
The pearl in the component pouch that I believe Violet took because she snatched the component pouch in the crystal ball.
Nobody fucking knows that. I did it when you were gone.
That's true. I'm just saying out of character.
Once everybody else
Hey.
goes to sleep, I'm gonna rifle through their stuff. See
Fuck
what they found under there.
Roll the stealth for me.
Alright.
And a sleight of hand.
Oh wait, also I needed to ask, Lyslin, how heavy of a sleeper are you? I would know because I sleep in your antlers.
He is
Also
a
fail.
ridiculously light sleeper.
Okay. Kale,
I
how
sleep
light
in
of a
your
sleeper are
antlers.
you?
I have had to live with a bunch of toddler kids my entire life. Do I sound like a heavy sleeper?
Yes.
No.
Damn, okay. Wait, you know, you might want to ignore them to sleep, so you could be a really heavy sleeper.
You're asking half the group that's a wisdom-based classes.
Not gonna happen.
Well, they could just be a heavy sleeper, generally.
I mean, that's true, but from what Lyslin has told you, his thing is being on watch like
Wait,
24/7.
that is a 22.
For the stealth?
Yeah.
Alright. I don't think any of your guys' passives are that high. And then give me a sleight of hand.
Right, where's the character sheet again? Oh, not as good. Let's see. What... Ew, just a 13.
13. So I will ask, who are you going to rifle through first?
Who's the heaviest sleeper?
Probably
All
not
eyes
me
fall to
because of
Shioryn.
the attack on our fucking family.
So Shioryn knows how to military sleep, so she's probably alert-ish.
Damn! Why is everybody not a sleeper? Put so many
I
wrinkles in
literally-
my other plans.
I literally did that the first night I was on land, military sleep in the park.
I have so many plans for to do things to you guys while you sleep. Nothing bad.
No, but who do you go to first?
Oh, how hard of a sleeper is Merrick?
Come on, you got a high stealth.
Well, I mean,
You
isn't
can
he
choose
from
whoever.
a land of volcano and murder? So
I mean, he's okay. I mean, he's more perceptive than the average person, but
Oh my god. Like, none of these people are sound sleepers.
Honestly, Kale. Do Kale, because I feel Kale would sleep like a rock.
That's what I said. I'll do Kale first.
just don't make any
I-
toddler sounds.
I
That's all
have
it
a plan,
means.
I have a plan.
and
Okay.
what's your passive perception, Kale?
I'll tell you in a second. My passive perception is 16.
Okay, so since you are asleep, I do count that as disadvantage, so it is an 11. So you do actually pass your sleight of hand and your stealth pass by his perception.
All right, I'm gonna rifle through your stuff. What do you have?
I've got candles, sensors, cooks utensils, crossbow bolts. A whole lot of nothing, really.
Okay. My next question is, what kind of shoes do you wear?
Oh no!
Only stealing the left shoe.
No. Like, does it have laces?
Oh my god.
Oh god! Air, please.
No.
Yes, please do it.
They don't have laces. Okay, since they don't have laces, I am going to take the string that I have in my bag. Which I didn't give to Lyslin. And I am going to loosely, like very loosely, tie his feet together so he can still stand up, but once he takes a first step, he'll fall over. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right. Okay.
Very
Alright.
loosely.
All right.
Okay.
So you're doing this on your watch, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So you're not gonna notice anything around.
No. I'm not a good person to put on watch. You guys just tried to kill me. But I'm there.
Anything else after you attempt to prank Kale?
It's not a prank, but yeah, it's called payback. But I'm just doing it in little petty ways, slowly. Next, I'm gonna rifle through Violet's face.
All right. Violet, what's your passive perception?
18.
Okay.
Gotta kill everyone.
And so roll a sleight of hand for rifling through her stuff.
Okay. Let's see. Die, you better not let me down.
And
It
so-
did let me down. It did.
So her passive right now, since she's asleep, is a 13.
Yeah, that's a 7.
All right. So as you are just kind of rifling through her stuff, you see a couple of things that you generally know she didn't have before. Not sure what they are exactly, but you just as you're rifling through. Violet, you wake up to rustling, and you kind of open your eye, and you can see air literally digging through your backpack.
As soon as she wakes up and I see her, I cast Miss of Rayleigh, and the image of me just dissipates. And I'm going to move on my consecutive turns back to where I was and act like nothing happened. Yeah, so like you see me there, and then I just dissipate into like dust, and then like a few seconds later, I'm just like sitting back to where I was before.
I'm just gonna be like, you could have just asked. I would have told you what was in there, first of all. And
I'm just like looking over, I'm like, what do you mean?
whatever. And I'm just gonna roll over and like take my bag and like tuck it in my roll. Like, like fuck you.
I always have more chances later. And then I guess I'll stop for the night since I got caught.
All right. Who are you waking up for the next watch?
I'll wake up Merrick.
Anything of interest? Air.
Oh, sorry, what?
Anything of interest on your
Sorry.
watch?
No, nothing at all. Didn't notice a thing. Nothing happened. Boring.
Before you go to sleep, remind me real quick. This is above game. Did Merrick contribute to attacking you? I don't remember.
No, it was just Kale and Lyslin. Merrick caught me.
I just wanted to. I couldn't.
Yeah,
remember
Merrick
clearly.
caught her. Kale did the guiding bolt that negated my first advantage, and Violet cleared the shot.
Yep, so I'm mad at the three of them. You know, Shioryn's like, eh.
Shioryn did not like that. She was like, guys, stop.
Merrick kind of looks you over and I know this is probably a stupid question, Eric, but are you doing okay?
Oh yeah, 100%. And I'm just gonna fly up to the top of a tree and go to sleep.
All right. So, yeah, you can tell that Merrick takes his watch seriously and is kind of like doing a perimeter and seems to be very aware as you lay down and um, go into whatever state you go into to sleep,
All
to
right.
rest. And then Merrick will wake up Shioryn for the third watch.
I was gonna offer anyway. All right.
And so you can roll a perception check.
There it is. My brain could not figure out where it was on the sheet. That's a 21. 21.
21. You spend your evening being very vigilant, but you do glance up at the sky every once in a while, seeing the familiar constellations and marveling in the beauty of the night sky and the way that it just slowly turns as the night passes. And it's comforting over the last couple of days of being kind of in a darker situation. But it's still the strangeness of what is happening is starting to kind of mount up in the back of your mind. That you came here for your land stride, but there seems to be a lot more going on than just a simple ritual.
Hmm. All right.
Other than that, nothing.
Nothing interesting.
Nope.
All right.
Last watch.
So my option is Lyslin or Kale
Violet.
or Violet. I figure I'd
Well,
let Violet
don't we
sleep.
trance?
Do you trance?
Do we not? Do we trance?
Is that only? That's
Yeah,
only
we
elf,
sleep.
isn't it?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember with the variant, but I actually have it up.
Because we have like Fey ancestry.
That's just against charm stuff.
Well, yeah, but
we put to sleep. I don't think, but we do sleep. I think.
Yeah, magic can't put you to sleep, but there is no trance ability that you have.
All
oh,
right.
okay.
You can go ahead and wake Lyslin. It's no biggie.
Yeah, I was thinking Lyslin would probably be the best option. Early morning ranger on guard.
All right. Are you going to do anything specific, Lyslin, or are you just going to take a watch?
I've got a few questions before I do. First off, what's the terrain like around here? Is it more of the open plains, or are we kind of skirting the forest?
Open plains. You can see the forest still to the north, and you can tell by your understanding of nature that by the color of the sky and the way that the horizon is to the south, that is still where the ocean is. So.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. I did have one thing that Lyslin wanted to do. I just got to make sure that I've still got that in my inventory. Okay, yeah. I've still got my whetstone. He's basically going to be in as relatively high of a position above the rest of the sleeping people are, but he's mostly going to be sharpening those harpoons, not the battle ones, but like the fishing ones that he had gotten from the village.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the whetstone to just, make sure they've got an edge. He's making sure that his edged weapons are still edged for now.
Okay. While you're doing that, roll a perception.
Certainly. A 12 on the die for a 21.
Good one. You look over your allies as you're doing this, and kind of sharpening the blades, making sure they have at least somewhat of an edge. And the Look over your allies. They all seem to be sleeping decently well. You can see that there's in one of the higher in kind of a tree that's off to the side, away from the others. And yeah.
Okay.
With that, the morning creeps up as the sun rises and washes away the starry sky and fills the morning with bright oranges and pinks, and morning has arrived.
All right. So Shioryn.
By the way, what's the temperature been like lately?
Temperature right now is summer temperature, so in
Okay.
the it's a little cooler where you're at since you're a little bit south end of Corvair, so probably in like the high 60s, low 70s. It's pretty
Okay, cool.
comfortable. Sorry, in the sense of Fahrenheit, I meant.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I get up.
Yeah, Leslin is gonna start shaking the people in the general area. She's not gonna bother air up in the tree for now. Start waking everyone up. Kale, there's
Yeah.
something been on my mind. When we met,
Uh-huh.
I took the pamphlet of that one god, and you said yours is better. We never followed up on that. Would you like to teach me more about your god if I teach you more about mine?
Yeah, sure. Hold on, let me grab a couple of my things. I guess I go and try to grab my, get up and try to grab my bag.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
A dex save, okay.
You better
Oh, my dex is
fail.
good. My dex is good, so...
That's so unfortunate.
Unfortunate for you. Sad for
Yeah, it would
you!
just be funny. I'm not gonna see it anyways. I'm asleep.
That is a natural 1, so...
So, Air, you
That's
wake
fucking
up
Kale.
to a solid shaboof as Kale is completely oblivious to it, wakes up and goes to take a step, and you just see his leg just go, and you just wake up to the sound of him hitting the ground, and you wake up kind of.
I would like to think that it's also like his
Like,
cook's
nice.
utensils like scattering all over, like the
Yeah,
clattering of pots and
yeah.
pans.
And I'm just not gonna move. I'm just gonna resign myself to my fate. I'm dead.
Kale, are you all right?
I'm not gonna even respond. Just
Oh
not
no,
even
Kale
move.
has been attacked. Whoever could have done this?
Wisely, you look down and you see the string of between the two boots.
I don't think that's how laces work. Although I'm not entirely certain. I don't have shoes. Wait, yours don't have laces.
This does look
You
a
know,
I'm
little.
just gonna look towards the tree.
I'm just like pretending to be asleep.
Little one, wake up!
Kale, do you sleep with string around your feet?
You don't know what I'm into.
Shioryn gives you a weird look.
I can't see your weird look because my face is buried in my bag, so that's okay.
Your face is buried in your back. What?
Bag.
Bag.
Bag. Okay. Well, Shioryn's gonna help you get that off your feet and get up, if you will allow.
Yeah, I guess.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna brush myself off. Open up my bag.
No damage was taken. Oh, well, hold on.
Oh no.
4 points to your ego.
4 points to my ego.
Kale has an ego.
Oh, it's negative now.
It was low, but now it's lower.
Unless I can subtract a negative.
I am going to make tea, and depending on how long everybody kind of chills here in the morning, I'm going to attempt to attune to the cat's head if it is attunable.
All right. Yeah, you guys are getting ready and everything. You attune to the the cat's head, and you just feel nimbler, and you feel more confident in your abilities, and it grants you from what you can tell, a +1 to all skill checks, all saving throws, and yeah, I think that's it.
Skill checks and saving throws. Damn.
If
Cool.
you want to add the item to your list, it's a stone of good luck.
Cool. Thank you. Good.
Anyone else doing anything before you guys head out?
Yeah, Shioryn would like to cast Animal Messenger to send a message to Zamath.
Okay. Let me get that up here.
I think it can. I don't exactly know how far away Sharn is, but
I mean, the animal will possibly get there before you. Well, definitely will get there before you.
yeah, since we're going for whatever.
Yeah, because it covers 50 miles per 24 hours.
Mhm.
Or are you
Last 24
Are you
hours.
picking what kind of animal are you picking?
A flying animal.
Okay. Yeah, so that'll definitely get there before you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we still have to do what Air wants to do first, so. She's assuming that we're not going straight towards Sharn at the very least. But,
And what is the message you are relaying to this animal?
They replicating sound of my voice, so they know. I am alive. I had something. No. Wound up. I wound up dealing with something. We'll explain when I get back. I think I just lost count. That was like 16, I think.
Yeah, you still got 9 more words to go.
Yeah. Have one more thing to take care of. That should be it. Good.
So Shioryn kind of gets up, goes about her stuff, and then kind of holds out her arm and just kind of speaks this enchantment that kind of resonates out from her. And within moments, there's this bird that and just kind of lands on her arm, and she speaks to it for a few moments, and then kind of lifts her arm and races off to the west.
Very Disney princess-esque. I thought that was Violet.
Could be Kale.
Could be
They
Kale.
cannot be princesses.
But yeah.
Did you want to do anything specific here?
No, I just want to, fly down, smile like Kale, and be like, all right, are we ready to go?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. You guys head on your way out from where you're at, and unless anything wants to do anything specific during the day.
I'm pretty good.
While we're in like traveling, I just want to spend the time in the cart reading the alchemy books.
Okay. They are some of it is some stuff that you were aware of, but then it gets into kind of more complicated aspects of transmutation and the mixture of elements and things like that. That some of it's over your head, some of it you're like, "Oh, that's interesting," and you're just kind of starting the process of reading through it.
Sweet.
But by the getting towards evening time, or getting towards the end of the midday, you guys actually crest over kind of a hill, and you can see on out ahead of you is Shioryn, and it
boy.
is destroyed. I'm kidding, no.
Yes.
Finally.
But no, it's old self, massive skyscraping buildings with the cloud top district just hanging in midair above the city, a good mile or so up.
Air, are you taking us to Shioryn?
I guess we'll see.
Well, we need to get sugar for Harold anyway, so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess, we have those things to figure out.
All right. So by the time the sun is starting to set, you guys get to Shioryn itself, and from your angle, you would be getting to. Let me just pull up Shioryn here.
Once we like see Shioryn, in the distance, I'm just gonna like look at my shadow man friend and just like give him a look. And then keep going.
The pole is pulling you towards Shioryn.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm giving him the look.
Doesn't seem to be reacting at all.
I wasn't expecting him to.
So yeah, you would be coming in between North Edge and you'd be coming in around Tavik's Landing.
Is that somewhere I'm familiar with?
You would, yes. That is a common area for people coming into the city. You guys kind of come in along the coast, and Tavik's. I should get my book real quick. I have to grab my Eberron book in a moment.
I just remembered Lyslin asking if Shioryn had salt. What was it, salt? Like in the first session. And I'm wondering if like I can use create or destroy water to create some salt water and then have it like evaporate but collect the salt.
Didn't ask that when the DM was listening.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What?
I was just thinking, like, I was remembering Lyslin asking if Shioryn had salt or something. I can't remember exactly what he said, but like, I'm wondering if I could like use create or destroy water to create like a gallon or so of salt water and then have it like evaporate to get the salt or something like that.
I mean, you could make the salt water and then attempt to, sure. I mean, does create or destroy water allow you to make salt water specifically?
It doesn't say it doesn't. I figured it makes water. It can make it rain too.
It would make sense if you did salt water.
It says clean water.
Hey,
Yeah,
Lofi, could you
clean
talk for a second?
salt water is not really
That
clean.
depend on what clean water means to Shioryn, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess it's not that big
Yeah.
of a deal. But I mean, yeah, you'd have to go through your own manual process to get the salt out of it.
Yeah. It would take a bit, but like Do we know how long that would take? Because I know evaporation takes for water would take a bit. I could
faster if you're boiling.
Yeah, I was just saying that I could have Merrick help out. Merrick and Kale help out.
I mean, there's usually a fire at night, so
Mm-hmm.
you can boil it overnight.
But you guys end up at the Rowan's Gate, and it is once you guys get on towards kind of like merge onto the old road that leads there, it is a plethora of people of all races and genders and ages, and there are people, their families, there's caravans. It is a stark change to the kind of quiet traveling you guys have been doing. You guys are now surrounded by hundreds of people that are milling in and out of this gate. It's a little more sparse than it normally is because it's getting closer to the end of the day, but it is still a pretty crowded road leading in.
I'm just gonna like look at the gate and be like, I hope we don't run into Dane because he's gonna be pissed. Good for me. And I assume I usually stay there. Since that's a thing with my background, I can get free room if I'm fighting.
Yeah. Well, that's if the
yeah, but I'm just assuming that's how I stayed before.
Yeah, no, but that's assuming the burning ring is still in that location because it is a thing that moves. But you know it's other locations that it goes to and so on and so forth, so you could probably find it easily. But it takes
I don't
you.
really want to right now.
You guys get to Shioryn itself, but then it takes another good about half hour or so just to get into the gate. It's not a very detailed search. It's more just a few guards that are at the gate making sure people are not killing anyone or that they're not wanted criminals or anything like that. And it's just very, very slight glances.
We're not wanted, we're dead.
They do give you guys a bit of a strange look as the centaur is with you. And they don't stop you, but you definitely see a few of them talking to each other as they're eyeing your group as you get up towards the gate itself. The guards just kind of watch you as you pass through.
Quick question: how's Harold feeling?
You're gonna cast animals, speak with animals to talk to him?
I will.
All right. He is like, this is a lot of people. I don't. There's a lot of noise. Is it always this loud?
Unfortunately, it seems to be this loud all the time. I know it's not my it's not my preferred pasture, you know. Don't worry. Hopefully, we'll be in and out with things that we need. The little one is making us do something. By and large, we'll do our best to protect you.
Okay. Well, I'll try to just don't let anyone sneak up behind me.
Oh, believe me, I have the same problem. I'll watch your back if you watch mine.
Okay, will do. You guys, it takes about a half hour or so. But yes.
Just to do it, the blanket that I had gotten in Zilspar, I'm gonna go ahead and drape that over his back.
Okay. If you're still talking to him at that time, he does thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, the comfort of home, yes?
It does. I enjoy the smell. This place smells bad.
It's the filth. They live in their own filth.
I mean, I poop outside, but I can kind of get it.
Yes, but that's the thing. We have range. They walk in it constantly.
Seems worse than the pens back home.
Many of them seem to be forced in like it is. Leslie just shakes his head. All of y'all are hearing Lysan's side of the conversation, by the way.
But you guys end up kind of spilled out into lower Tavik's Landing. It is a very shoddy looking place, but there are people milling around in every direction. There are multiple ways to go. What would you guys like to do? You're in Shioryn now.
Which way is the pole?
The pole is taking you closer to the center of the city itself.
All right, then that's where I'm going. I'll be like, I'm heading this way, guys. Come along.
Yep.
I know the city like the back of my hand.
Shioryn
And
following.
all right, is everyone just following Air?
Yep.
All right.
I know the city like the back of my hand if I'm flying, but I don't know about you guys. How are you gonna get there?
Flying.
Are you gonna leave them behind?
No.
All right.
It's because of what Shadow Man said.
Uh-oh.
Man, that'd be a dick move. I mean,
Oh,
she
fucking
says
great.
that we have to follow her or she's gonna steal our loot, but then she goes where we can't follow.
That's just a loophole so I can steal all your shit.
Don't give her ideas.
It was already an
I
idea,
have
but it's
to.
alright. I have many ideas. Don't worry.
As you guys are passing through the area, you can see that there are a number of ramshackle buildings that have been put together, and a large grouping of them as you pass through them. The more local people here, like Air and Violet, and even Kale, you recognize this. As you recognize a number of these people by like the kind of the clothing they wear, that these are a lot of Chirans that are from the city of Kyre, that they are all refugees, and they have, this is kind of where a large bulk of the society is kind of taken up residence in Shioryn, is at this lower ending of Tavik's Landing. It's a bit of a depressing look to the place itself, but you continue to follow Air, and it gets to nighttime by the sun is set, it's dark out, and you guys have gotten further in. Let me see exactly where you get to. It takes you up to the middle city, and it does take you, the pull, towards the middle section of the Memphis Plateau, which is the lower area, is where you guys all were before. Lower Memphis. You guys are now in Middle Memphis. But by then it's dark and it's nighttime.
So, where are we going?
Like, shall we get a place to sleep?
As you're kind of saying this, you're all kind of like gathered around, looking around a little bit, figuring out what you want to do. You hear a voice call up, Air?
Fuck. Who is it?
You turn around.
It's that one guy.
Which one? I know many men.
The one that's with that other one that I gave
Oh,
the tea bag
The
to.
bear? Oh.
I think so.
No, it is actually Elgast.
Oh my god. I'm surprised he called my name.
He's, and so what you guys see is a very well-toned, very muscular halfling that is standing there, and he's carrying these like bags on either side of him, and he's kind of just looking with just shocked awe at Air.
Hey, Allegas, what's up, bro? Long time no see.
Jane said you
how
were
you been?
dead.
I was for a bit, yeah. You know, things change.
Shioryn
got
kind
better.
of blinks at that.
Where have you been?
You know, it takes a lot to come back from the dead. You know, had to get back to the city. Took some time.
Turns out we were really annoying.
Is this one that I'm going to have to kill?
I mean, probably not.
Kind of looks at the rest of the group. Made some friends while you were gone.
Yeah, sadly. They're not very good friends. They're actually pretty shitty friends for the most part.
Back.
You see if you
Little
can-
one, I will have you know that Harold is the best of friends.
Well, I wasn't
Yeah, I
talking
mean, like
about
Harold. Yeah,
Harold is
Harold's
a
fine.
good guy. Yeah, but the rest of
Harold is the true
Yeah.
protagonist.
I like point to Shioryn and Merrick. I'm like, they're all right, but the other ones are like,
he
Harold made us do it.
just blame the horse.
like
a
actually
deception
secretly
check,
really
no.
evil.
He
Yeah.
kind of sidles up a little closer and he's like, does they know you're back?
No, and if you could not tell him, that would be great.
He was not happy.
yeah, I could guess. Since, you know, I was supposed to work for him and then I died instead.
Keen is gonna be ecstatic that you're alive.
You know, just keep that under wraps. Pretend he never saw me. Yeah, probably for the best.
Well, I wouldn't be going way too much in public. You're easy to notice, and you know Dane. He's got his
No, I know.
eyes all over the place.
Just, I'll keep myself under wraps. I'll like dim my my wings.
Well, do you have a place to stay?
No, just gonna find something. You know me.
You see him at this point. He's kind of like looks down. He's not able to make eye contact with you. He's like,
Are you okay?
I like whisper to Shioryn. He has a big crush on me, or he hates me. It's hard to tell
He
sometimes.
looks like he's seen a ghost.
Can I insight check him after she said that?
Sure.
Yeah, I was just gonna rely on my passive 16 and be like, he's into her, isn't he?
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's actually very good. That's a total of 22.
You could definitely tell he is flushed, talking to her, and the signs are there.
So he's totally into her.
Y'all could come to my place. I have a place here in Vilmathus.
Can it fit this guy and the horse?
Actually, yes.
I mean, I look at Shioryn and Merrick and ignore everyone else, honestly.
Shioryn has a bit of a grin now.
Max like, if we don't have to pay.
I guess
enjoy
that's true.
hospitality."
Thanks for the offer. We will take you up on that.
Yes, thank you very much.
To kind of like get flustered again. He's, yeah. By the way, don't tell anyone about this.
Yeah, as I said, under wraps.
Yeah, you'll see. And
Okay.
Oh boy.
he
Okay.
leading you off. It kind of goes down a couple of roads, and you end up in this area that's kind of off to the right of this kind of park, and it's a small little building, but it has kind of a fenced off back area to it. And as you get closer, you start to hear little chirps and chittering and little animal noises. And as he comes around, he kind of places the two bags at the front door, and then he's like, I just need to go do something real quick. You can come with if you want. You're gonna see it anyways.
Alright, I'll go in.
So, quick question. I doubt this is the case, but is this the same park I slept in my first day in Shioryn?
It's a different part of it.
It's a different part of it, but it's the same one?
Mhm.
Okay, so I recognize this place.
Yeah.
I'm going to point out, oh, that's where I slept the first time I was here.
Nice. This is a good park to sleep in.
It didn't cause me any problems.
He pulls you all around to the back of the house, and there's a small, like, kind of penned-in area, and it's got all of these, like, little wooden houses that seem to be handmade. And when he comes to it, he kind of, like, knocks on the fence, and you see all of these creatures start to, like, crawl out of the houses, and he has a number of animals, several dogs, a few cats, a number of birds kind of fly out of these little houses. Some lizards are, you can see, kind of peering their heads out, and he kind of opens the fence and gets inside, and you see all of these creatures, like Ace Ventura style, crawl all up to him, and he starts, like, getting down, and he's talking to them and petting them and whatnot, and they all seem to be very excited to see him.
I want to go ahead and pop another speak with animals just to hear what they're saying as they're swarming him.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, and as you guys do, you hear this cacophony of "Dad's home! Oh, he's home! That means he's gonna feed us! Oh, I thought he was never gonna come back!" Like, just this cacophony of, they are very excited to see him, and a lot of them are talking about food and wanting. And you see him immediately kind of get up and go over to this big, kind of like trough area that has a lid to it that he picks up, and he has this kind of plastic container off to the side. He starts scooping out different kinds of food as he starts to feed it around, and he's looking in your guys' direction in a very kind of abashed way.
I'll help him out.
As he's doing it.
If he'll give me, if he'll let me, give me instructions, I'll help him out.
Yeah, he's grateful to it, and he starts kind of like, well, the dogs, they get this food, and the cats, they get this food, and the birds, they should be pretty good for right now, blah, blah, blah. And he just starts kind of going through that, and he gets them all fed and everything, and then eventually allows you guys to kind of invite you guys inside. But a number of the animals do follow him inside with you all.
Alright.
Man, now the Lyslin dilemma. Is he going to go inside, or is he going to hang out with the animals?
It is a bit of a smaller place, but when he does go inside, he has a large window off to one side of the house where he kind of like opens it up, and he kind of pokes his head out. We might not be able to fit inside here, but he can at least take part of the conversation. You see the window kind of leads into this like sitting area that he has, kind of like a living room almost.
You know, at first I was very suspicious of you. You seemed too good to be true. But your creatures, they seem to enjoy you very much. This one, and he's gonna point out one of them, I believe was worried you weren't coming back.
He looks down. You can talk to them?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very much so. You cannot?
Well, I mean, I can understand what they're... I mean, I can understand what they want most of the time, but I can't really talk to them.
So you just take good care of them, and that's why they swarm around you.
Oh, they're all strays. People have abandoned them or abused them, and I just can't say no when I see one, and I've wanted to take care of them. So he kind of looks to Air, he's like, "This is what I spend my winnings on."
Well, that's a choice, you know? Good for you. If it makes you happy, go for it.
Kind of like looks down, all kind of embarrassed.
It's nice to see someone who cares about animals in this place. Not a lot of people seem to.
No, they see them more as nuisances than anything. And as he like sits down in this kind of ragged chair, you see a number of the animals kind of like crawl up on his lap, over his shoulder. One of the bird lands on the top of the chair above him. And he's like, "I don't have too much furniture for people of your size, but for Air and Violet, these seats are very comfortable." But he kind of scoots around some tables and whatnot, and makes sure that there's seating areas, and he puts down some like cushions and whatnot for the larger folk to sit down. I don't have a lot of food at the moment, but So, you say you came back from the dead. Are you just talking metaphorically?
Of course. Metaphorical death.
Okay. What did happen? Where did you go? Well, I heard something about something to do with the Memphis Brawlers.
Oh yeah, that was.
Oh yes, they broke my
unfortunate.
legs.
He kind of like peeks his head up through the window, and your legs seem pretty fine right now.
Healed
I
up.
go ahead, like, hold up like
Sadly.
my front forehoof and just kind of like gesture to the area that's scarred from the break. Magic does wonderful things.
I can tell. I have a few
By the way, I'm going to go ahead and ask if any of them have any grievances, since they might not be.
asking the animals.
Yeah, if any of them have like, oh, you got any dietary restrictions that we don't know about?
You talk to a few of them while the spell lasts, and most of them.
Man, I
pretty
got
happy.
6 spell slots. I will pop everyone.
They talk about. I mean, they're pretty happy with their lot. They're happy he's home. Is there any specific questions you want to ask?
How about do they have anything they
Are there
want to tell him?
any animals here that don't seem to be getting along with the rest of them?
Some of the cats think the dogs are annoying. The dogs just want to play, and they think that the cats are snobs. One of the lizards definitely is like, he feeds me. That's why I am here. But all these animals are way too loud and annoying. A couple of the birds have some grievances with the cats as well. The cats seem to kind of be their own group as
Very clicky.
yeah, very
Hunters.
clicky. Yeah.
So the cats are the Heathers.
But it seems to be more. Okay. I get you. But it seems to be more of a sense of like a dysfunctional family than any kind of like actual grievances.
Okay, good to know. Just to cover my bases, I'll go ahead and mark off a second spell slot for that.
That's fine.
Other than grievances, do they seem to have anything they want to tell him?
If you ask them that specifically, they're like, I mean, I like to have more belly rubs, or I like to have more food if he wants to give it to me, and stuff like that. Like, it's nothing. They're not missing any nutrients or not missing any kind of like need that they want or anything. But
Okay.
they all seem to be pretty happy. He seems to take care of them. He is there as often as he can be. He only leaves to get food, as they call it.
Yeah. I'll relay this information and with the air that they seem to be well taken care of. They don't really want for anything except, just a little more attention.
What kind of birds does he have?
A number of them. A couple of them are more like tropical kind, but most of them are just simple little birds. You can tell that a few of them maybe had past injuries if you look at them, that he seems to have been taking care of them after the fact, but nothing too exotic.
When you
Okay,
give a guy a bunch of pets and then the players decide to play with the pets instead of talk to him.
That's fine.
Well, one of these players is definitely better with animals than people. That's even in his flaws.
Yeah.
While Lyslin and Shioryn are speaking with the animals, the Algast kind of looks over, and so now like I said, I heard something about the Memphis Brawlers. Did you piss them off or something?
Yeah, we had to fake our deaths, to get them off our backs.
Wow.
Skip town for a little bit. We just thought now would be a good time to come back.
Why'd you come back?
Just thinking it's the right time.
Okay. Is everything? What are you planning on doing?
Who knows? I like look at the shadow man.
He's just kind of standing in a corner of the room at the moment.
Okay.
Lyslin
Do
pops
the
back up the
animals
window,
react to
being
him at all?
eavesdropping. Is she always like this with you?
Kind of looks. I don't know. She's there. I gotta say, I actually haven't.
So
talked
yes,
to her too
okay.
much.
And he just dips back down.
Did the animals react to the shadow man at all?
Nope.
No. Okay.
I was gonna
Um,
be petting some
He's
of
a
those
figment
animals.
of my imagination.
I am also playing with animals.
I am
Gotcha.
not.
I don't
am
care what else
floating
is
above
going on.
them.
That is what is going on with me.
Which is very against me personally, but I don't think Air likes animals that much.
That's fine. But yeah.
I mean, I'm
the-
just thinking of it like this. You just put us through that dungeon, and then you gave us access to animals, and I mean, we're gonna
Yeah,
make
it's
most
a
of this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good
And, like,
little
There's a
He's
lot of
dresser.
druids in our group and druid-like people. So.
Yeah, druid
Oh, yeah.
adjacent.
Druid adjacent.
Oh yeah. No, you guys are all make instant connections with certain animals, and you can choose if you want to pick a certain animal that you make a connection with. That's up to you. But
Are there any finches?
yes, there is a finch.
Where did we? I'm sorry.
That's Lyslin's.
Where did we?
I am petting anything that will let me pet it.
Mhm.
Like,
Pretty much what Kale's doing too.
Where did we hole up Harold?
He'd just be outside. Algash would have found a place for the horse to get put up. And he doesn't have a place for a horse. He doesn't have one himself, but he does have an area where he can kind of set up something and able to feed Harold and whatnot.
All right. I'd like to ask him if there was like any treats that he recommends for Harold, since I don't know horses very well, but he's been through a bit and he deserves, something special.
Honestly, I've never really taken care of horses before. Most of the animals I save are small. They're pets or exotic trades or whatever that people just kind of lost or got rid of because they didn't want to have the responsibility.
Okay.
Friend, do you know where to get sweet treats, hard sugars?
There's a few candy stores that are. I think there's one or two of them in Humentus, but if you want the real expensive places, it's going to be in the upper city. That stuff will sell you like real chocolate.
I don't think we should give horses chocolate.
I'm pretty sure we shouldn't, yeah. But
Oh,
The
Shioryn
horses
wouldn't
are
know
not
that.
supposed to have chocolate.
Oh, you're talking about for the animals? Oh, I don't know. I don't really give them sweet treats. I give them fruit every once in a while, but only in a little bit.
Yes, we promised Harold here two
Sugar
pieces of
cubes.
sugar because we took him to a place that was very much not nice.
Might be able to find them at the general store. I can point in the direction tomorrow.
I would
Just
very
wanna-
much appreciate that.
Yes, me too.
Well, yeah. So after you faked your death, Dane was really pissed. More at the situation than anything, but he was not happy.
Yeah, I expected that.
We all kind of had to avoid him for a little while because he
That
tried.
makes sense.
He tried to put together. He tried to convince a few of us to get together and participate in the hunt, but
Didn't go well.
we didn't really want to. That wasn't.
Yeah.
It was last minute, and he even tried to convince Keen to be a part of it.
Dean. That's low.
He was in a bad place. He's gotten better over the past week, but that's it was weird. Like, he's pissed, but at the same time, since he had found out that you were or at least heard that you were dead. He's been in a really bad mood, just like sad and pissed off. It's a weird mix.
Yeah, he did send us to our deaths. I mean, not like directly, but he did send us down there. So I guess he could like connect the dots.
I guess, yeah, he probably does feel guilty. I don't really talk to him much besides when I go to my fights.
Makes sense. He's not always that pleasant.
You see, as he's talking at one point, one of the cats jumps up onto the arm of the chair and goes to jump up past him onto the top of the head of his chair. And as it does, one of the back legs kind of brushes along, and one of the claws, you see, it's kind of scratched down his arm. Nice line. But when it happens, he doesn't seem to react at all, and he just kind of continues with it.
A reaction.
He was kind of continuing.
I've seen him fight.
He kind of continues with what he was saying. He's like, "So, you don't know what you're doing here."
Not exactly. I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Okay.
I'll give him a healing word for after that.
He kind of looks at you in kind of a strange manner. He's like, huh? "What? I'm sorry." As you cast a spell, he kind of looks at you. He's like, "I'm sorry."
Oh, just healing that little wound.
Oh. Kind of like as it disappears, he kind of wipes the excess blood away. Just, yeah, no, thank you.
I see. Bleeding wounds are this man's runny nose.
He just kind of brushes it off and says, "Well, I can set up places for everyone to sleep. It's getting late at this point."
Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
Does this place have like a roof?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna sleep on the roof. Everybody else can figure out what they want to do.
And he kind of goes about setting up areas in the house for people to sleep in. And so, like I said, it's a smaller house, halfling house, but it's enough that he's able to accommodate the animals and whatnot. So there's still plenty of room. That the place definitely has the smell of animals, but not like any of you guys care. And
Better than that done.
being either nature people yourselves or from farms or whatever the case may be, you guys are all pretty used to it. Is there anything else anyone wants to do during the night specifically?
I want to like talk to Air, like aside out of what was his name? I forgot already.
The halfling?
Algast.
Yeah.
Algast.
So,
Algast Dane.
Yep.
I think you were right. He does seem to like you.
Yep.
Are you interested in him at all?
Nope.
Okay.
Anything else?
No? I thought we might have a little bit of conversation, but you know, gossip.
Are you interested in Kale? Because I heard something was going on there.
Kinda. But I can't.
Okay, girl talk.
Girl
More
talk.
Violet's thing. Not gonna lie. She's better with this. You know, she can help you with that if you want.
Well,
I mean, I'm personally not going to be talking to her, but if you want to,
I mean,
I won't hold it against you.
That was mostly about his interest in you, but you know, if you're not interested,
no.
Okay. Shioryn walks away a little dejected. I miss Florin. And Wethrin.
I'm going to look for the dinkiest looking cat there.
There is one that is just a patchwork of fur and looks to be decently old. The tail is like missing tufts, and it looks like he takes care of it, but it looks like it definitely was left out into the wilds of Shioryn or abused or both, and definitely looks worse for the kind of travel worn.
Worse for wear.
I'm going to take that one in my arms and start petting it.
It doesn't make a normal purr. It kind of makes this kind of broken up kind of sound as it's, but yeah, it seems to enjoy your company. While you're kind of settling yourself in on the roof, you hear somebody kind of clambering up, and with nimble dexterity, Algas pulls himself up on the roof.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
settles up, and he sits a good like 4 or 5 feet away from you.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
But he kind of, I didn't. Are you okay, or?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Are you sure?
My friends did not try to kill me. I'm all good.
When I saw you, I thought I was literally seeing a ghost.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Who are these people?
Who knows? Just the people that I gathered for Dane's fight thing, and then we just kind of had to fake our deaths together, you know? Brings people together.
Okay. When I thought you died, I regretted that I never. I've been such a. Sorry, I'm not good with words.
I just like take your time. I'm just like looking up at the sky, like, oh my god, this is so awkward.
I've wanted to talk to you for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very sorry that.
Sorry.
Well, I feel like the way I've acted, you might have thought I didn't like you or hated you.
Yeah, a little. You did leave the room anytime I entered it.
I didn't know what to say, and
I got it.
But when I saw you alive, I realized that all of that was so stupid that I should have said something. I don't expect you to have any kind of interest in having any kind of relationship. This doesn't seem to be your style.
Yeah, not really. You know, it's not you, Alagast. It's everybody. I don't like any of them.
I understand that, and that's not really this lifestyle. I get that, but I just wanted you to know that you have an ally, you have a friend, and if you ever need me for anything, I'm quite literally good at breaking necks.
Yeah, I do know that.
So, and I can promise you, I'm not going to say anything to Dane. And if he tries,
I'll see him. I'll see him some point.
If he tries anything, he's going to have me to deal with as well. Even though I know you don't need me to protect you at all.
Well, it's good you're able to get your feelings out there. It's much better than running away every single time I walk into a room. For you, anyways.
I hated myself. I beat myself up for the last week over it. That I wasted all that time just being afraid to say anything to you.
Well, now you can move on. Find someone who's actually interested in people. I'm not just not interested in you. I'm not interested in anybody. Don't take it as like a slight or something.
I held no kind of reservations in that way towards you whatsoever. I knew I wasn't being I was probably way more transparent than I thought I was being, but that's
I mean, yeah.
so.
Look, if you slow it down, you can see the exact moment his heart breaks.
He kind of sits there in the quiet for a few moments, and then kind of looks over at you. As I didn't want to say in front of the others because this is maybe your own business, and this kind of involves your cousin as well.
Hmm.
I saw another fairy in town.
Oh no. Which one?
Um,
What did it look like?
she had these like, she looked different from you, but kind of
Uh-huh.
similar. She had these kind of almost looked like crystals
Oh,
coming out of her back.
okay.
And
God fucking damn it.
Yeah, no, I say, oh, fuck.
yeah, I didn't get a chance to say anything to her. She kind of
Did they look like they were implanted in it?
uh,
Or did they look natural?
the blue white things. They kind of looked like your wings, or sort of, but
Fuck.
they she was with some bad people.
Who?
Um, well, they're another gang that
Yeah, which one?
um uh, they're led by. Bring this up real quick. Um, they reside over in Lower Dura, and they're known as the Dura Demons. It's kind of a lame name, but
They all have lame names.
yeah. But it's the she was. I don't know. It didn't seem like she was necessarily there of her own free will, but she wasn't like caged or anything. But it did not look like in a place. But I wasn't able to get to her before the crowd swept us apart, and I couldn't pick up on them again.
Do you know? Would I know where the Dura demons hang out? Like, would I know of them at all?
They reside in a number of areas down in Lower Dura, and they you haven't really looked into like the gang itself, so you're not sure where maybe its headquarters are, or but you do know the Dura demons have a signature. They wear red is their main color that they kind of wear, either whether it's headbands or jackets or shirts or pants or something, whatever that they're signified by very bright red, and a lot of them have demonic looking tattoos that they'll get. Nothing signature amongst them all, but it's kind of a style.
And you said like my wings, not like violets, not any other kind.
No, the things coming out of her back, like the wings, look like crystal almost.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't crystals, it was her wings were crystals?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Mhm.
Oh. Good. Okay, well, thanks for that information.
Yeah. Well, if you need anything, let me know.
Yeah, I definitely will.
He kind of gives you this like kind of very this smile that's just kind of like he's very happy to see you, and it's that it's something that you haven't really experienced before, because you've had plenty of people. Maybe I mean your cousin and you are pretty familiar with each other, and so you see each other on a regular basis, and so it's kind of like, oh, hey, there you are, and you speak with business people a lot, and Dane and Keen and whatnot, and they are amicable and happy to see you, but the look he gives you is something that you haven't gotten since you were home. The that type of familial, like, oh, it's you, and that kind of that tenderness that comes with it. And he just kind of smiles and gets up and works his way down off the roof and kind of gives you a last look. Good night.
Night.
And hops down.
All right, this is the perfect time to say that as he hops down, he sees Lyslin just hanging out in the yard.
Do you need anything?
No. But don't feel bad. Love with the little ones never works out. And Lyslin just turns back to the Finch.
He just kind of stands there, stammers a little bit, and then just turns and walks into the house. And,
Where I am still petting animals.
you kind of collected a kind of a small little like ring of them around you that are just all very curled up or comfortable as you're petting them and whatnot. And as you guys get comfortable and go to sleep and think about what you guys are doing next, we'll call that here, and you guys decide what you want to do.
Sure thing. I'll have a couple of things to ask you in DMs, but nothing important.
I do want to do one thing
Hmm.
Before we end it. Cal, I noticed these animals, and she points to the dogs. They like to stick their faces into things. What are they doing?
They're smelling.
They're smelling things?
Mm-hmm. Dogs can smell so much better than we can. So they tend to want to experience that. That's their dominant sense in a way.
Oh. That's very interesting. I wish I'd known that before.
As one comes up to you and jumps up on you, and
I pet it. Well, thank you, Kaylin. Kale? I don't know why I said Kaylin.
There's a little bit
What
of
did we tell you
intimidation
about
there.
not saying full names?
Anyway, yeah, I just needed that so that Shioryn could know to use dogs to seek things out.
and as you guys rest and recuperate, you guys can all level to level 6.
Yay!
Hooray!
Yeah.
Fireball.
I see it's time.
Alright. By the way, I made 4 rolls tonight, and all 4 of them have been above 15. And I'm sure you might recognize this, Tori.
Yeah.
All 4 of them were done by the dice you sent me.
Nice.
Are you doing anything with that necklace, Air?
Do I have to attune to it to figure out what it does?
Yeah.
I guess I'll risk it for the biscuit.
Always favorite the biscuit.
D8.
I have been hearing that a lot lately.
I constantly say it.
Is it a reference to something?
I don't know. It's just the same.
No, that's been in the vernacular for a while, although it
Yeah.
has become a lot more popular lately for whatever reason.
I haven't heard it lately.
You feel as you attune to this item, your mind kind of expands a bit. And it's for a brief second as you do, you hear voices kind of like from below you, and you recognize them as your allies. It's only for a brief moment, but then you can kind of feel that if you so chose, you could almost extend your mind outwards. And what you have is a medallion of thoughts.
Oh god, she can detect thoughts.
Yes, so she has 3 charges. While
Good
wearing it,
God.
you can use an action and expend 1 charge to cast the Detect Thoughts. Save DC 13. The medallion regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn.
She is not telling
Alright.
us that, I'm sure.
Oh, of course not. I would never.
This is
Air, be forthright. In what
Hey.
reality do you live, sir?
I would never. Especially now.
And so yeah, you can add that, and have that 3 uses of that a day, sort of a day / blah 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 charges.
Medallion of Thoughts. Cool. Sick.
Oh, and Violet as well. When you woke up to her shifting through your stuff, the way she kind of vanished in a puff of dust, never seen her do that before.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
So, do we have a name we want to give this episode?
Awkward talks.
That's pretty much all it's been, hasn't it? All right, that works. Anyone have any brain, please? Raids they want me to do?
Let's see. I don't have.
Oh
any
no, I get a new
small
favorite enemy.
streaming right now.
Oh no.
You guys are now on my level.
We're now on your level.
Yeah. I leveled up for you guys.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Alright, so in that case, if there's no suggestions, I'm going to go ahead and raid JC Not Nice, since he doesn't have a lot of people in his stream.
You got one of those? Excuse me. I'll take that.
Alright, oop, I did not copy the right name. Copy / raid. Insert. Alright, and the raid countdown is started. Thank you all for watching. It's been fun. More of a what's it called? Roleplay episode than a combat episode, but that's always good anyway.
It's gonna be. This is the part that makes it's hard, because we're now past the dungeon where I can have things planned out. Now it's like, I don't know where you guys are gonna go, so I gotta just guess.
All right.
Well, Lysland is heading to a candy shop.
I mean, that's pretty much how it is.
You can plan
with
that.
fucking
Rating
group it.
now.
Yeah.
Well, here's my opening line for next session. Guys, we gotta go see another gang.